Why are you out of focus? Why are you out of
Hello.
focus? I don't like the out of focus bit.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, okay. There we go. Cool. Hi guys. Making sure all the audio things we had a rush thing. It's because of the V-Ra-Ace. But hi guys, welcome to Divine and Conqueror's Hogwarts Prep. This is a 5e game based in the Wizarding world. It is currently the year 1943. Just a pre service announcement, I guess. Service announcement, public service announcement. Public service announcement. Go wash your hands.
Let's wash our hands.
Take the situation seriously.
And cough
Don't overreact.
in tissues.
Yeah.
And have self-contained dice.
Literally,
Self-contained dice.
Literally, just do not be Griswold.
Yeah. And if
Spreading
Congress
spores.
decides that
Those
you
were weeks that
don't
they-
deserve to get paid for your work forcing you to go home, just eat the rich. So, well.
When you're
Hi guys.
hungry.
Just note that if you do have to self-quarantine, the worst thing ever happens. There is Roll20. There's
Yeah.
no excuse for no D&D.
There is.
Come join
And also,
us.
We've been making plans.
We have lots of backlog episodes
Oh yeah,
to
we
watch.
do. Yeah. No worry, we'll be quarantined with you in our own end.
Yes, and we will try to provide jokes.
And Domino's will probably still be delivering pizzas because it's a national chain. Love you,
Yes.
Domino's. I
Yeah.
can't speak badly about the place I'm employed at.
Not
That
Yeah, you
would be
can.
bad.
You can. Do we have any announcements? Before we thank our friends and introduce ourselves.
Yeah, I got one. Hi, Zoid. All right, I'm done.
All right, Zoid, you have been introduced. So because of everything's been happening, just reiterating that we will not be at South by. So we will have a Friday stream. We will have a Saturday draw pile, and we will have that magic if all of us are okay with that one. We had to kind of physically be here.
Magic?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. At first I was like, what are you talking about? Then I
Yeah.
realized, oh yeah, Magic Stream
Yeah.
falls on that.
Oh.
that
Yeah.
holiday.
So that one's the only one that's up in the air. Everything else can be done from computers far away in the aether. But yeah. So let's thank our friends at Talon Club for these awesome DM streams and these really cool dice rolls. Wait.
Okay.
But look at these.
Look at that
cool,
dice
Look at
roll.
those. Oh, these are
And
dice
tray
trays. Yeah.
and-
And then the vaults are. It's like all my things are so spread out because I've been cleaning.
Oh, no.
Speaking of Magic Stream, did we not hit like record concurrent viewers?
We had like 20 something views that day. Yeah.
Yeah, like we
Yeah.
actually got a decent amount of views.
Mhm.
Thanks, Dora.
By the way,
What's up?
funny thing.
What?
The name of the stream is We're Playing Magic with Our Friend Dora. And the auto YouTube buddy thing that I have that suggests like tags
Dora the Explorer.
and Nick Jr. were things that they suggested that we tag
Not
our video.
surprised.
I thought it was funny because
Don't do those tags because then it might put you on YouTube Kids, and I don't think that's true.
No. We're never gonna be on YouTube Kids.
No.
We every single one of our videos mandatorily has to be 18 or up.
Neff is a cursor.
We are 18 and up show on everything. Bye.
Wait, we're an 18 or up show, but we got like a bunch of 17-year-olds.
That's how we roll.
Our fictional D&D
You-
characters
You
technically
can
can't
work.
watch our own stream.
You can work at a bar before you're allowed to drink.
I mean, you go fight and
Technically.
die for your country before you can have a beer.
That's true. That's true. I'm concentrating right
Or
now.
vote.
Or no.
No, wait.
Yeah. So,
I'm thinking-
also, our friend Vic and Lynn are one panel away from finishing the first chapter, or I'm not sure exactly how they're doing it or what they're calling it, but the first part of the Alistair comic. They're going to do a backlog of comics before they start releasing it, but
Yeah.
it's getting there, which is awesome.
On
The last panel is
Webtoon.
always the hardest.
Well, yeah.
It's on Webtoon.
It is on
Check
Webtoon.
it out.
We do have merch.
Use the Patreon.
Use it the Patreon. They do have a new 18 and up, legitimate like 18 and up. You will see some dong tier because A lot of people
That's
commission
the
those
thing.
things, so they're like, let's give it to
Well,
this.
when it's drawn, it's tasteful.
I mean, the number
Ba-dum-bum.
one Patreon that's getting like $214,000 a month does like the Rule 34 stuff just really well. Like, so it's not without merit, but $214,000 a month is a little excessive.
That's a lot of money.
And that was the last number.
So let's introduce ourselves.
Yeah, anyway, changing
Let's-
the subject from penises.
Since we went this way last time, let's go this way.
Okey
So
doke.
You
let's
just
start.
hate starting with me, don't you?
No, we started with you a couple of times already.
We used to always.
No, it's just usually I sit towards the middle of the table.
Oh well, that's kind of true. Yeah.
Okay, hi guys. I am Jess. I play Neff. She is a barbarian Hufflepuff who likes to smash things with her maul, and she's also a werewolf. But she's got a potion that doesn't allow her to change. So
Unless we're in Egypt, apparently.
Oh fuck Egypt!
Well, Egypt has things.
I said the word. Sorry.
In the game only.
When we start traveling back to the UK, we're either going to Flue Powder directly there, or we're going to like purposely attempt to avoid the ever-living crowd. Oh my god,
These
got
are your
an actual
cycles.
lunar
Are you
calendar
serious?
These are
for
your cycles.
1943.
You have the
These
cycles.
are your cycles.
Holy shnikes. I already said the fuck word, so holy shit. I'm just gonna keep
Shit,
going now.
be
at this point.
serious here, y'all.
So
Bada
it's this
bing, bada
person
boom.
next.
Hi. I'm Lee, and I play Bones, and I am a Gryffindor sorcerer that has wild magic, and sometimes speak too quietly. No,
It was so polite. Hi
I
guys.
always am a pain in the ass. That's what I am.
Is that?
I mean, with the wild magic rule that we just realized was a
I'm
wild
gonna
magic
turn
rule.
us all purple and die.
And going to the answer from our point of view, Jeremiah.
It's me, Jeremiah, and I play. Oh yeah, my name is Jeremiah, and I play Leon Jones, a ranger, a former Ravenclaw ranger that shoots arrow from his swamp for some reason.
It's cool.
Like, why not just use a bow, you know? Like normal people.
Because
really wants
Harry
a-
Potter.
He really wants a physical, tactile bow.
No,
Like-
you get a
He can
wand.
get one. They're really cheap. He's gonna be extra.
He wants a thunder cannon.
I think he wants to like it. And then our cute wolf boy over there.
I'm Josh, I play Jericho, the rogue, Hufflepuff, Werewolf, you know, all that good stuff.
All that good
And
stuff.
I'm also playing Sonya.
And we saw a lovely, lovely image for someone in the background. Just letting you know.
I love that this stream's on a 30-second delay so we can catch
He's gonna
that.
watch it. He's like,
No, he just saw it. Like, I saw his face just drop.
He's like,
Oh! That was beautiful.
I hope they know that you're live and we loved it. Body positivity.
Can you close the door or are you in the living room?
Like the webcam was covered in. It's fine.
Yeah, sure,
It's fine.
sure.
It's all
right.
good.
Actually, the webcam did cover it from the viewer's
Yeah, it
perspective.
did. Oh, you're lucky.
Ooh,
So
that's
that's for us.
good.
Oh, there you go.
All right, and then last but not least,
Hi, my name is Brian. I'll be playing Griswold, a Circle of Spores druid. If you need any reference point for Circle of Spores, please consult your Guildmaster's Guide to Ravnica. And yeah, former Ravenclaw, just like Leon, but graduated like Leon. Has a living cactus named Spineroll, who is an adorable mascot that tries to punch things a little too often. And yeah, I'm gonna try not to get lit on fire because fire is the mortal enemy of plants.
that's true.
Rip Australia. Sorry.
And let's roll that intro.
I did in fact ask Jesus if you could throw a deck of many things at someone and have them all trigger simultaneously. He says no, you have to draw it from the deck.
You have to specifically mentally take
Is
into
that like the activation thing?
I'm trying to do this so I'm not.
Are you
lost
okay?
in camp. Yeah.
Are you good?
Good. It's
Alright,
it's
let's
fine.
So, recapping.
Some of us are a mess.
As you guys had a mission given by the Ministry of Magic in Britain
We
to
thought.
deliver. Well, you have a mission. You have a royal paper. You have the proper documentation and everything to deliver 3 rune spore eggs into the unpopulated area here in the Walking to Skull Magic. As
Wait, I
you,
thought it was 6.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't remember 3 eggs. That's cool.
is it 6 eggs?
I could
I
have sworn
actually remember 3.
it was like a weirdly coincidental one for each of us.
I think you all get. There's 6 payments because of 6 contracts, but 3 eggs. Because Leon could not forge his signature onto that document since he's currently on another mission. But yeah, so 6. Or did he? We'll look at our notes in a minute. But players are doubting me. No. As you guys went into this unpopulated area, discovered a old compatriot who does not recognize you.
Yeah.
Let you know that upon his recommendation almost 10 years ago, this area should be off limits. Going into the Temple of Snakes, Leon drew a map that he got from, I believe, Mamiwata, which displayed the different layers of this temple, passing plant, earth, water, and currently now on fire with wind and beast above you. You guys solved many traps, avoided many obstacles that were very heavily elemental based, and are currently sitting in front of a 30-foot by 5 by 10-foot corridor lit on fire with fire behind you.
Woo.
And that
And
is-
fire in front of us.
And fire in front of me, of course, where
Fire.
we're
We
going
got
to continue.
fire.
I'm not saying
Okay.
we're living Bo Burnham's A World on Fire, but
That's
Our
the
boy, boy.
burn.
Oh, just so you know, your cup is blocking.
ah crap.
There you go.
I'll just put it right there.
So,
It okay.
yeah, okay.
We're making it work. Fuck it, we'll do it.
What?
That is fix it in post.
As the corridor with the jerky that was thrown over is
Jerky.
completely. We can go to battle map flag. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Oh, the wrong way. And I
Yeah.
should have minis for you guys.
Mini.
It's just a little bit of a tight space for all of us to fit in there.
It's fine.
Phrasing.
We'll be fine. Oh dear God.
I'm on fire today, boys.
Roll.
Literally.
That's what I was just about to say.
So,
Every cave crawl, every tunnel, we know what they look like.
I think the camera's backwards. I'm not sure. Whatever. All right, I'm being distracted. Hate tech side. The
It's
corridor is completely on fire right now. The wall of flames is behind you. What do we do?
I think we were. I want to say we were pitching the tent and just saying like, or not.
No, we
well,
tried
no, 'cause it's still like relatively
bricks,
early.
right? We were trying the bricks to see what ignited.
I
A
think-
jerky was thrown at one of the stones as that one, when it hit the stone, just ignited,
But
which
then it-
ignited
yeah,
everything. It just
yeah.
cascaded.
And we were
Um,
waiting to see if they would
Yes.
stop.
With I believe it was Leon, Jericho, and one other individual. I
Was
do
it a
not
perception check?
Yeah.
Sonya.
I actually don't think it was Sonya. It was somebody else. But for the sake of it, it was 3 individuals who saw that at the end of the tunnel before the jerky was thrown, there is a stairs or ladder, sorry, leading upwards, and they heard wind coming
Don't
in.
remember if it was me or not.
Might have been me.
But with conversation, that would be knowledge that the group has now.
Yeah.
So,
Yay, we know.
Order of the Broken Moth. What do we do?
Head to the windy plains. I don't know.
It's fire.
Well, I don't want to get burned. But
What time is it?
didn't
when
we
last
discuss
checked?
flying over the fire?
No, you guys can check.
You wanna consult Goblin mirror?
Yes. I would like to look at my goblin.
It is currently
Trinket.
3:45.
Ooh,
Here.
3:45.
Time is ticking away.
Just a little question. Brian, my character sheet is right next to you, right? What's my
Correct.
HP? I forgot to ask.
Your current hit points are 44, Leon.
Okay. Okay.
As it
Thank
is
you.
written on this, yes.
Yeah.
Not blood.
I always update that after the game.
I think.
Yeah. I'm the one who threw the jerky, so
Do we
I don't know
want?
what's good.
Do we want to wait and see if the flames die down, and then, depending on what time it is, either pitch the tent or keep going, or what do we think? We could try to go back through the wall of flame.
Yeah.
I think as we discussed earlier though, if we pitch the tent
Yeah.
now, we're gonna be coming out of the protection in the middle of hunting time.
Yes, we will.
Was kind of the thing we
That's
were
what-
hoping
that's
to
what I'm
avoid.
saying.
Yeah.
I have a stupid idea, and I'm not even going to consult the table before doing it.
Oh no.
So the
That's
whole
my
the
worst
whole
stupid
fire is
idea.
still ignited, correct? I'm going to walk up to right, like on the edge, like next to the first one. Does it feel noticeably hotter than the wall of fire we passed through?
Incredibly.
Incredibly.
I mean, it
I have a ring of
jerky.
cooling. Is that even like
You
dampening?
have
it
a
somewhat?
ring of cooling, greater or normal?
Normal.
The flame, you can, with the ring of cooling, the other flames were,
Hot
could
but
still-
bearable.
yes,
Okay.
because the ring of cooling only protects up to 150 degrees.
Right.
So these flames are hotter than that. These, the ring of cooling, you see it starts turning colors to absorb the heat, and it just keeps flashing like it's absorbing as much as they can. But it feels that if you put your hand closer, it will burn.
Okay. Yep. These flames are real.
I'm gonna be like,
That was the jerky test.
No, the jerky test was to see if it would light on fire, not whether the fire was actually hot or not. Now we know it's hot.
That was step 2 of the jerky test being smoky.
no.
We are approaching this via the scientific method of trial and error. Like,
Since Grizz did that without consulting the team, Neff is gonna go up and yank him back and then go, stop it! and shake him.
There is a very angry 17-year-old girl who is twice your size and mass yelling at you and
I'm
shaking
reasonably
you.
sure Spinroll's also like punching my back. Cause
Yep.
he's like, yeah, he's
No
just,
fire!
he's just kind of sandwiched in between the shield and my shoulder blades, and he's just chilling. Okay, no fire. No dice.
No.
I have another stupid idea, but I will consult the table for this one. So spike growth changes the floor on which it's cast.
Thank you.
I'm wondering if it would move the stones.
Oh, that's interesting. Also, you could thorn whip us across.
No, I couldn't. That's not how that works.
You need a
much
crack
clearance
into
above
the-
the flames
One more time?
is there? How much clearance above the flames?
There is no clearance. It is
Okay.
the
There's
flame.
like,
So there's
he said
no
there's like
flying over
3
this.
feet, so there's no technical flying over this. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's spider crawling, but that's one.
Does it go up to the edges of the walls too? Like, can I still see the black stones that are just kind of?
Not at the. Actually, no. Roll in perception.
Okay.
Why would I just tell you no?
While we let the
She's
dice
just like,
say it.
fuck your perception. I mean, my passive perception's 16. What's up?
Wowee.
Yeah, I was still need to roll.
I mean, okay, yeah. That's a 17. So.
Okay, I was thinking just to bullshit you one more higher. But yes, you still see the black stones that are technically not. So you'll see the black stones that are zigzagging across. But as you kind of get lower, you're noticing that the flame doesn't start where the stone is. So the stone next to it, adjacent to it, has a fire going around. So the stone itself has not ignited anything. The black stone.
Okay.
It's just the red stones throughout. The flame is still covering that area because
So you
everything's
couldn't
ignited.
stand on it and not be on fire.
If you stand on it, you will be on fire.
Right, that's what I'm saying. There's no way you
Oh,
could
yes,
not
yes,
be on
yes,
fire.
exactly, yeah.
Got it.
But the black stone itself has not ignited any of the fire.
Is the black stone directly contacting any of the red stones that are?
I mean, it's right next to
It's next to
right,
W.
but is it like actually making contact, or is there a gap? Is what I'm asking.
It's physically making contact.
It's physically making contact. Is the stone directly adjacent to it that is making contact also ignited?
Yes.
Damn.
So
Okay.
everything except for those 6 black stones would be ignited completely.
Okay.
Do the stones
Are
look jumpable?
Are the stones like this? Like the black stone is higher, or is it the
No,
same?
they're all the same plane.
Okay.
Do they look like positioned in a way that you could jump from one to the next?
Roll me investigation.
How much time has passed since we triggered the hallway?
I'd say at the moment, close to 15.
Only 15 minutes and it's still going?
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
It has a 12. That's not great. But...
Maybe Jericho can pull it off. It's really hard to see with the flames and just
Okay.
the heat is distorting the vision. Jericho can probably do it.
I'm
But
gonna
you don't-
sigh real big and go, give me a second. Somebody watch the chest. I'm gonna go back through the wall of flames.
Okay.
I'm gonna run if I
Okay.
can.
You run, nothing happens.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go.
You feel the
run
heat
back
around you, but really nothing happens.
And then I'm gonna run back through maybe to see if it'll reset possibly or not.
When you go back through, nothing.
Okay. Okay, so we're stuck here for right now. Looks like.
I want to ask a question to Leon and ask him if he thinks that this is in the style of like a trap that they would put in a pyramid or ancient ruins or something like that.
Adjust the camera for me.
Oh, yeah, of course. Let me get this a little closer.
And if this is something that possibly
There's an
there's a
extension
trick
cable, so it
to or a
should
way
reach
to
on.
defeat it, like we could find a secret trap or door or what do you think, Leon? In your expert opinion.
With what I know, I feel like it's a trap, and it's trying to not make us go to the temple. But I think the little trick here is we all need to leave and maybe come back. Just get out of the flames from the other side where we came from and come back. Maybe the trap will reset.
Okay.
All of us.
All of us.
Okay.
I mean,
That's
okay.
what I'm thinking. But at the same time, if we're trying to pitch a tent with the what's that spell again?
Merlin's tiny hut.
It's
Yeah, well, I guess to us it's just a normal tent, kind of like a wizard tent. But like if we're trying to pitch a tent, I think it's safer if both flames are up when we take our rest.
yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I mean, we said we weren't going to like
Immediately
actually
go to
call it a night until like what 9ish?
Yeah,
8ish, 9ish.
Unless you want to test it and we all leave and come back.
Well, I'm saying it's
Let's-
it's 3:45 right now. Why don't we like try our hand at seeing if we can either solve or otherwise like get around this, and then if we can't by the time it's 9 o'clock, then we just call it a night.
Yeah, give ourselves 6
Yeah.
hours. That's a long time.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, let's
5. It's
let's
3:45
try
right
to-
now. It'll be like 4 and 15 minutes.
Yeah.
let's try to do
Yeah.
what I think it might reset it, but
Gotcha.
just to test it out if it will reset the trap.
I'm gonna look to Sonya, who's being played by Jericho currently, and ask. This might be slightly meta. Have I seen her do Dimension Door? Has she done Dimension
She
Door?
did it with me and who else did she bring? It was just Jericho, I think, when we got the bitings.
Oh, but we haven't seen it though.
Yeah, she only did it with 2 of us to help bring her back. It was like to cast.
I guess I can word it in a way that isn't there some wibbly wobbly teleporty short distance shenanigans that one of y'all can do and just kind of look at the children in the room and be like, what? I can only teleport through plants.
Wibbly wobbly.
Yeah, of course.
You can teleport through plants?
I need to be like 2 levels higher. But yeah.
He has
You can't
big-
do it yet.
He has big leafy
There's
trees.
theory.
There
There's
you
theory
go.
that
There
druids
you go.
can.
There you go.
He's got big leafy trees.
Because my
Question to the DM. How long is this little fiery bridge
I
again?
think he said it was 30 feet
Mhm.
or 25 feet. Well, by the squares, it's 25 feet.
It should have been 30, but I just didn't draw all the way.
Okay, it's 30 feet long with 6 black stones interspersed
Yeah.
zigzag formation.
Yes.
I have a question, Jesus.
Yes.
How long is the wooden ladder?
You do not see the tip of it. It's going up with the same length as the room, so it's above 10 feet.
No, I mean, how
He's
long
talking
is a
about
wooden ladder?
The patch.
You don't know?
No.
You also
Okay,
are.
I wouldn't know until I actually.
You're not
At the
attuned to
moment,
the item.
I don't have it.
Oh,
You also don't know what it is. It's just a robe with patches.
I'm just curious, but oh well. That's kind of it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Jericho, mute.
Josh,
I will mute you. Mute.
So, yeah, it's,
Thank
yeah, thank you, Josh. At the moment, you don't know, only because Jeremiah knows the item. You don't know if it's a magical item or not. It's just a,
Yeah.
you need to,
I
Oh, that's
haven't. That's what I say. I haven't attuned
Yeah.
to it, so
mhm.
I think Neon's not gonna attune to it until later. Like right now, he's trying to solve this puzzle.
I say we go through the wall of flames again and then come back and see if maybe.
Yeah, maybe that might work.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Okay.
It's a hunch.
Yeah, so as you guys all, you pick up the chest, everyone runs through the flames as you feel
We go here?
heat around you, but not enough to burn or cause terrible discomfort nor damage specifically. You walk up the tunnel, well, technically down the tunnel a little bit. You still see the flame just going high for the wall of flame. As you guys come back, the flames are still there.
Okay.
Flames are still there.
Yep.
Yeah, the hallway flames are still there. I'm getting.
Maybe it's a timer.
Griswold gets frustrated and pocket skeletons. Casting Animate Dead specifically, animating Vila skeleton, and then giving it the mental command: touch the first black stone.
As the villa skeleton comes out, goes through the flames.
Boo, first square.
Okay, goes into the first time. It is going to take damage.
Okay.
Does it have anything to resist fire?
Let me check. Let me consult my skeleton stat block that I conveniently have right here.
As
It is vulnerable to bludgeoning. It's immune to poison, exhaustion, and being poisoned specifically.
okay, so as it goes to the flames, you see the fire just start to erupt around it.
Okay.
It looks quote unquote pretty metal as it goes, and it bends down to touch the first black stone. Nothing happens, but the villa does take 6 points of fire damage.
Still alive.
All right. So we'll count that as a round of priority, starting with Griswold. Is there anything else that you want to do?
Has it actually made contact with the black stone?
Yes, it
And
has.
everything is still on fire?
Everything's still on fire.
I just wasted a skeleton. This was a stupid idea, but fuck it.
don't worry, we'll give you another one soon.
It's not gonna make it all the way down the hallway. And I don't want to call it back because it'll be on fire. Mental command, go to. I don't think it could be stepped over either. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm going to command it to keep walking as far as it can, and until it drops.
Alrighty. Are you kidding me? Okay.
The Blackstones?
I'm just telling it to walk right through fire.
By the end of it, it takes an additional 24 points of fire
That
damage.
kills it. Like at what point did it
At
hit
the-
13 damage?
Oh, it hit 13 damage on the second
On the second square?
next two.
Okay.
Because
good.
that was 3 sixes in a row.
Because this thing's got, according to the stat block, it's got 13 health.
Yeah. So
And so
by the time it went to this, it just collapsed, and you see it burning the skeleton.
Okay.
And you start hearing just as the bones start popping.
Well, that was
Okay.
dumb.
I think we just have to wait it out.
And that was
Which
all
is fine. I can do it with a short rush.
But how come it wasn't burning until we threw something?
I'll try going through it.
No!
He's got a greater ring. He's got.
No, it doesn't matter. No!
He's got resistance to fire.
It's you might have resistance to fire, but it's like a half damage.
Jericho, I'm metaing terribly here, but does Sonya have Dimension Door in her spell sheet? Because if so, Dimension Door allows you to like piggyback someone with you, and you could have her just straight Dimension Door you to the other side.
Except for she had those little creatures that kept coming out.
Oh, she's got the Eldritch summoning thing that like does little creatures. I remember that. That was
She has a ritualistic spell that she has not used terribly, but she does have it in her inventory.
Also, I don't think I'm supposed to tell you guys that.
Oh yeah, nobody knows.
I mean, we saw it as players. We just don't know it as characters.
Exactly. So, Jericho, what do you want to do?
There goes the Vela skeleton.
I see glasses, but I don't hear Jericho. I understand that things are difficult in the Aether.
Okay.
So what do you want to do, Jerry?
I want to try and go for it.
All right. I will say make me an acrobatics check or an athletics check, your choice. And you're running the full speed. The full your speed is 60, so that works.
Wait, his natural speed's 60?
Oh no, movement plus
Movement plus dash?
yeah.
Okay. By the way, I'm out of every...
I got a 26 in acrobatics.
Okay. What
I rolled a 19 and plus 7 after.
what ring do you have?
He has a greater.
Greater? Okay.
I'm sorry, I can't hear.
You have a greater ring?
You have-
Fully?
Yes.
Okay.
Greater ring.
Didn't they only have a few greater rings? Because I know
They had
some
like
of us.
3.
So, as Jericho just bolts and tries to avoid as much of the flames as he can, you see him to kind of just hop over part of the wall to get him just a little bit more of a distance. And by the time he makes it, you see that he's covered in flames and starts patting himself out and actually tumbles, landing about like 4 inches away from the ladder. You only take 8 points of fire damage on the whole way through.
Wow.
So pretty much, you're getting damaged if you go through end of story. That's fun.
Okay, boss, what do I see?
So, once you get to the other end, the 15 by 15 foot corridor, you see the stairs leading up maybe about 30 feet above. You hear the rushing wind. You actually feel the cool air hitting you. And above, you see more mountain. It looks like the mountain is still, like you're still in the mountain, but somehow you're getting a lot of the wind in.
Okay, is there like maybe like a switch or something with this to turn the flames off?
Roll me an investigation.
Smart.
I was about to yell about that. I was like, do you see a switch?
18.
18. As you're looking and looking, unfortunately, you don't really see anything. And then you kind of like sit down a little bit and try to wedge, and then when you do sit, you feel something kind of like poking at you and kind of dust off the ground. And you see that there's a stone that's been slit completely evenly. And you kind of like nudge the stone, and inside there is a small little lever.
Okay.
One could say with that description, Jesus bait and switch.
I need you to roll me initiative versus the DM.
That That joke was over the line, my friend.
So, Jericho, what do you do?
I don't know. I'll pull the others.
Okay. As you see, Jericho move stone and hear it. It's pretty strong and kind of rusted. As you kind of use your dagger to like get some of that rust off, and you pull forward, and you see the flames start. And the stones are very, very red color and start to slowly go back to that orange. But it's rapidly doing so. What do we do, guys?
We yell, woo!
I'm going to look to the rest of the party and go, let's wait 5 minutes for them to cool down a little more, and then I'm going to try this.
Do you have a greater read?
I don't need one.
That's awesome.
No, I have a theory. I have a theory.
You're a symbiotic entity.
I have one left. So I have one left until I take a short rest. So I don't remember if I used it earlier in the
And I
day.
can't remember if my ring of cooling is greater or not. I don't think it is.
You
Because
don't
I remember there were
If you
three.
didn't write it down.
I wrote ring of cooling,
I mean-
but I don't remember seeing greater.
Did you have a little thing?
Mine just says ring of cooling.
Okay.
Then-
Yeah,
I
but I
didn't
do
get
just have a
greater.
regular.
So about
I-
5 minutes pass.
Okay.
I'm before you start to do anything,
Okay.
I'm going to go. Things I do for this. I'm just gonna grumbling to myself.
Stop.
I'm just gonna give the chest to Leon. I'm gonna be like, hold this for a second. I'm testing something.
No, hold on.
I'm testing something out, and I'm running.
Hold on. No.
Yes.
No, I'm gonna grab you. I'm gonna physically grab
Are
you.
you
no!
trying to resist this, Neff?
What? No.
Alright, as you step forward, Leon just grabs your hand and you stop. Leon?
What?
I ship it.
This is not a bad idea, but it is a good. Is the flames physically down now?
Yes.
Because I can still see the flames in the back. I'm just curious.
There.
There.
So
Yes,
there's no
sorry.
more flames.
There's no more flames. The stones are the
Okay.
same rust orange color as the beginning.
Let me
Like
get
us,
off!
at the beginning?
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna. I don't want to do this, but I have to.
No.
I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna grab the chest.
No.
I already have the chest anyway.
Yes.
And I'm gonna activate Gathered Swarm.
Okay.
And my reading type is my flight speed of 10.
Okay.
I can hover.
He's gonna hover over
Okay.
it.
As you see some of those fairies running around and swarming around his feet and they're lifting him.
Wait, doesn't the swarm only last for like a
And it's,
minute?
and it's not as much as it used to. That's the last one.
You could have let me try this first.
You just
I'm
want
gonna pout.
to
I'm
just
gonna-
want to
I'm
stream
basically-
beat yourself.
Basically, I'm gonna look at Neff while I did this. I'm gonna always like, I know you want to try, but I want the chest to be safe on the other side first. And then
Okay.
you can try what you
Okay.
want.
Yeah, you could just
Hopefully
throw
this
me
works.
I'm just throwing you.
I want you to
So,
throw me.
Leon, what do you do?
He's literally
I'm
hovering.
gonna,
He has the chest.
yeah, I'm gonna start moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna start moving, but I'm gonna move through like as in a zigzag pattern where the black stones are.
Okay. As you see Leon's fairies move him in zigzag patterns, going from blackstone to blackstone to blackstone. You see the
No,
stones
the next save. No.
below him. As he's moving at a average speed, they start going from that rust to like a really, really intense red. But as soon as he passes, they cool off. And by the end of it, you're
As
in.
soon as I get to the black stone, it cools off immediately or something.
No, as soon as you pass any stone, it cools off. Like,
Oh.
Oh!
and Leon, by the end of him, as long as you don't stop,
I know. I'm gonna
you're at
stop.
the
I'm
other
gonna
end
shoot
of
that-
the area with Jericho.
Hey, buddy.
You still technically have 9 more rounds, just so you know, Jeremiah.
I was like, I'm gonna, yeah, good that lever for finding that lever.
Why are we never?
Hopefully that's not a one-time thing, in case it happens again.
Wait, how many of us on the first side still have brooms?
A lot, but if the flames aren't going, then we can use them.
No, just you and
Sonya
me.
doesn't.
Just you and me do.
Oh, shit.
On this side.
Griswold.
I could have just floated in the broom.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, no, because then you have to have one hand on the broom and the other hand on the chest. So I mean, it kind of made sense because you didn't want to have to juggle the chest by yourself.
I'm gonna. I wonder if this. I'm a noble and I'm stingy. Character traits. Am I gonna risk it? Am I gonna risk it? Yes, I'm gonna risk it. Fine, I'm gonna risk it.
No!
My special Quidditch broom. I'm gonna take it out and try to send it to the party. So whoever. Basically, I'm gonna ask first who doesn't have a broom.
Sonya and Grizz.
Because if I was gonna send one of my broom.
Brooms are a social construct.
I want a bird.
As Leon Akios' broom commands it, and you see the broom
Goes to Sonya.
goes towards Sonya and Griswold. As the broom keeps going in a straight line, you see all the stones below it go red and then start going back to the same colors. Like they intensify as the broom keeps following its track.
So as long as you don't touch the floors, I think it's okay.
And Griswold, Sonya, you guys have a broom next to you.
Yeah.
You want to take your broom?
I want to take it
I want to
together.
try something after you guys get across.
Oh, are we both doing this?
No. Well, I'm giving you my broom.
I am flat out refusing it.
Get on a broom with somebody.
I have.
No,
I have
get on a broom
I
with
have. I have.
I will
flown
pick
enough
you up and put you on
today.
a broom.
My
As soon as
fingers.
I get on, Brittany comes that way.
What's up?
I said, so as I get on Leon's broom and go across.
Okay.
Okay, as Sonya gets on Leon's broom and then just bolts it, you see the stones again just trying to catch up to the movement of the broom, turn that really bright red, but then goes back to that rusty orange color. And Sonya's on the other side.
I'm gonna say,
I would also
trust
like to
me
follow
and get on a broom for just a second.
Okay.
while they're arguing. Just
As they're arguing, you follow and you're on the other side.
Grizz.
If he doesn't want to clock him. Knock him out.
Please, Grizz. And Grizz says,
Fine.
yes!
Griswold angrily gets on the broom and you fly over.
Okay.
Ever so seeing all these bright red stones glowing underneath you, you make it through.
I'm going to crack my knuckles
wait,
in
I
my
thought
neck.
you flew with it.
Nope.
She is so
Wait,
stubborn.
no.
I know, right?
Leave me alone.
So
Leave
you're
me
not gonna fly.
No, I want to see if this is going to still have the same effect of the flames or not.
Because she's really loving all her HP.
Run.
Okay.
On the black ones or just on everything?
Oh, she's trying my cascade theory.
So as soon as you step on the first stone, I need you to roll me athletics or acrobatics.
Okay,
And
it's
this will
going
determine
to be
for the rest.
athletics.
Beware the dice.
Who has their broom last Griswold?
Sonya has your broom.
Is
Sonya,
that really what I...
what did you get?
That's not one of my new dice either. That's one of my trusted dice. And fuck you.
I'm assuming that we're watching her cross this. Can I cast something as a reflex?
Total is 8.
So, as
I'm
you're
too
moving,
late.
But I do have a ring of greater.
yes,
cooling.
you do. As you're doing so,
Yep.
I will say first of all,
This is why I have to warm up my dice.
movement 1, 2, 3, 4. By the time you get to the last step, you do take
Okay.
12 points of fire damage and
Is
trip.
that the half?
That is a half.
Okay.
As you see that she's running and the flames are catching her, and as she's fidgeting in pain, she falls prone
Oh, wait.
at the last square of the 30.
Cast Thorn Whip.
Okay.
Targeting Neff.
Okay.
I want to note I am not intending to damage her, but I'm intending for the pull.
Sure.
Cool.
Roll me a. No, it just pulls.
No, Thorn Whip does damage, and if it's an attack roll.
Yeah, but
does
it pulls
damage if it
automatically.
hits, but it pulls up to 10 feet closer to me
Okay.
on a hit. So
I have my gathered swarm still.
too late, already casting.
So I'm gonna use my whip as well, basically just to help him to pull him.
That's a 14 to hit. She's prone.
She's Are you trying to move away from this?
Trying to move away from
The
what?
whips.
There's two whips coming at you.
One of them is magically conjured from my fist.
I'm moving away from his.
That's okay. That's a 14 to hit.
Attacks with advantage. Attacks within 5 feet have advantage.
Roll as well, or what?
Yeah.
Chris is just gonna
I need you both to roll me attack rolls. Yes. So yes.
Okay, the first one was an 8 with no pluses, but it's a spell attack, so I added my spell, and that was a 14.
No.
So second roll.
That's
15.
Nope.
It really didn't want me to hit you.
As you try and the thorn whip goes over to try to grab where Neff is, and just as she's moving from the flames, just burning her, and she's doing her best to stand up and kind of clinching, the whip barely misses her. As Leon's whip, what did you get total?
I have is this the two? Because I have 2 attacks. Does that count, or just one?
I just need
You're
one
rolling
attack.
twice for one attack.
Well, the highest one was 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is your AC?
16.
Fuck's sake, you're telling me I was one off?
So, because you're able to do 5 above her AC, I'll say that you can choose to do non-lethal if you wish. Do you wish to do that?
I'm not gonna damage her. I'm basically trying to wrap the whip around her hands or
Yes. Realistically, when you throw a whip around someone, it's gonna fucking hurt.
something. Yeah.
So, because you're able to get 5 minimal above her AC, I'll say that you can choose to non-damage her. Okay, so as a whip goes around your arm, and this isn't the spell effect from Thorn Whip, I need Leon to roll me a strength check.
Check why?
Because
You're pulling!
You have to pull.
Yeah, Thorn Whip's a magical effect. You're just
Yeah.
whipping someone. Like,
Here's-
I didn't know
here's
Neff was
my
into that, to be
thing, though.
honest, but...
Like, when
Shit,
I
all
did
the
that, my
whips flying
gathered
at
swarm was
her.
still
What
active.
magical shit coming at me?
I gathered swarm and moved beings 5 feet away or towards me.
Okay, do you choose to activate it?
Are you really
No,
gonna...
my swarm, my fairies are still activated.
That's what I'm saying. Are you choosing
I think-
to move the swarms? Are you pulling her towards you with your swarms?
I'm pulling
Okay.
her towards me.
As that happens, you see
I
that
guess
there's
using
fairies.
I guess using my strength and the fairies.
No, because because the fairies are active.
Yeah.
When the when the whip goes around and you kind of catch it with your hand, you see fairies marching on the whip, not being affected by the fire, grabbing you as it's like 12 of them
I'm just kinda
grabbing your
looking.
hand and just they start pulling at you.
How cute is that?
For a second, you see one of them just go,
Happy.
and you're because of the fall, you're taking an additional 10 points of fire, half for 5, and you're out of the flames.
Yikes. You're not bloody, are you?
You said 5 or
5.
Okay. Do. I am close to it.
As you are singed, that is first degree burns. Some of your clothes, you just need to pack that
But
shit
did the
out.
wall of flame come back?
It's still there.
So the walls.
The flames are still
Yeah,
there.
the hallway's active.
Okay.
The hallway is engulfed in flames.
Okay, that's what I was trying to test. If we
Oh
were
my
just
God,
up here.
Is Neff on fire like her clothes?
She's
She's
sitting-
putting them out at the moment, but yes, she.
Oh. Okay. Because I was about to pat Neff. I was like, do I have consent?
Do you give him consent to pet you?
Yes.
Yeah, you're the kind of person that would knock somebody across the room. They're scared of you.
I'm sorry.
threw a thorn whip at her. Griswold don't give a shit.
So, with you guys passing this little section, feeling the cold breeze above you, seeing the little gap that fit about one medium-sized creature per the little hole around of the gap. You do see just mountain really high above you, but you're feeling the wind go in.
I'm gonna take my
Like,
broom
the
back.
And
wind
also,
instead of, like, coming inside,
because the flames
or is it
are lighting up everything here, you see
Uh-huh.
outside. You see the mountain
Okay.
above you. It is not pitch black.
There's light at the end of this proverbial tunnel.
There is light above you that is lighting up the mountain, yes.
That's good though.
Stop it.
I'm
It's
gonna look at
good.
the party and I'm gonna look at the party and ask, like, do you just wanna get some rest here?
No.
Wait for the and then tent.
What time is it? Can I check again?
Mhm. Since it was 15 minutes.
3:45.
Yeah, so I'll
we
say
waited
that's
5 minutes before I.
I'll say that it's about 4 right now. Like any
That's why I'm like, no, let's keep going. We could drop off the chest and then come back this way. And then rest in the hallway.
It's assuming the rune spores don't just try to eat us because it's close to dinner time.
It's not close yet.
Bruh. It's
It's
like
afternoon.
It's like 4.
It's afternoon.
Actually,
4 o'clock.
I don't think Griswold would have a
Jesus.
concept of like sitting down for family. So,
DM,
yes.
Can I roll for like intelligence or history if I know what time the sun is, or like an approximate what time the sun sets?
you did that last
Mhm.
session.
Yeah, it was
Rises. I did rises. I don't know
Well,
about-
if you know what rises, I'd argue by
Yeah.
process of elimination, you also probably know when it sets.
you guys have been going with the assumption that anywhere between 5:30 to 6 is when the sun will set.
Yeah. And then it will rise at about 5:30, something
Mhm.
like that.
around 5:30 to 6. That's what I was.
And we have the hub for 8 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So potentially we have a 12-hour gap.
That's why I'm like,
I mean, if you want me to throw more science at this, what month is it in game?
July.
July.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it's
Longer
the
summer.
7th month, right? And we're in the southern hemisphere now. So by
It is technically July 18th.
so by tilt of the Earth, we're going to be.
Jesus
closer.
did it. Homework.
You want to look at when you're
July
shaping?
18th. Me as a player.
I'm gonna look at my
birthdays in a
map
week.
and
I just
look at
had
the
it.
map and see.
Mm-hmm. Not that long ago. Yeah.
Okay. I was just, well, it's circled the 17th on
Yeah,
there. That's
yeah.
why I was like, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
What's up
I
now?
know it's been almost a month in this dungeon, but it's been like a couple of days.
Okay.
I'm gonna look at my map and tell the party that the air is the last layer of the temple, and then we reach the beast.
As
Is that really the air is the last one? Do we think we're done with
Beast.
fire?
I don't know if the beast is the final destination, but
as Leon
There is
pulls
air
out
in
a
it.
map, this is what you guys see.
When
Please don't use final destination in a sentence. It starts giving me
So
some.
fire and then
Non-flashbacks.
wind beast.
Yep.
You
Okay.
guys good?
I'm good. I feel like we should keep going and possibly drop off the chest and then book it back here.
I mean, or you could drop off the chest and then start walking away, and then just pitch the tent like right up in peace.
That would be fun.
That would-
but we've already
The whole
determined.
point we were like saying we should pitch it in fire.
I'm
is
saying
'cause-
this in character.
Yeah.
There are plants up there.
And I'm gonna go, too bad.
I want to talk to the giant tree.
We'll visit.
I don't have. Oh wait.
I don't have any friends.
I don't have any spell slots left. Like I don't have my 3rd level spell slot, so I can talk to the tree. And that thing's old. And you see how big it is. We can see it from the freaking base. That's a huge ass tree.
Well, look, we got a few hours left before the sun goes down. So.
It's okay, I'll boop it and then just come back to it later.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay.
We can try to come back when it's not feeding time. How about that?
I'm picturing 6 months worth of game sessions from now. You hear me start the game, just go, okay, I cast plant transportation. Whoop!
Hey, what's up?
I said, say girl, how you? Oh, there's a runes for there.
Hi, the mother.
Anyway, getting.
So,
getting
what do you guys do?
I'm uncomfortable. I'm gonna go. Let's keep going.
And you'd be like, Spinal doesn't even like fire anyway. Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Let's get windy, boys.
I'm gonna kind of roll my shoulder a little bit. It was like, I'm kind of
You
with Gris a little bit, but at the same time, we do need to go as fast as possible.
Yep. Come on.
I also want to note to the table, like out of game, I haven't taken any actual health damage yet this entire temple.
Ooh, I.
Like, so if we need a tank,
I went all the way
you
down
got
to
a tank. Although my AC's kind of low, so yeah. Anyway,
Alrighty.
Have a short-lived tank.
please don't say short-lived. I'm getting Ferris flashbacks now.
Hey, you tried to tank it up. You shouldn't have.
Don't try to tank it up, man. What's your health?
Uh,
As a medic, yes.
Max HP, which is 47, with symbiotic giving me plus 35 in temp health. That puts me to
That's a lot.
what, 82, 83, 82.
So you guys are going up the stairs?
Oh.
Is it
Okay.
stairs or a ladder?
Ladder.
Okay.
I was about to say that. Who is going first? What is our order?
Not I.
Wait. In the water section, I health kitted Sonya and Leon, correct?
I
Yeah.
think also Nev or no?
I don't
Nev,
think
no,
you
Nev
did.
drank potions.
I was drinking potions.
Okay.
And she got healing word.
Does Neff look worse for wear
Oh,
here?
he gave
Yeah, Leon gave healing word.
For our games, when you reach bloody is when you start seeing physical wounds. She's looking tired and exhausted. Even if she won't mention it herself, she looks tired.
It's fine. Everything's
She
fine.
has some burns and stuff. She doesn't look. Sonya at the moment technically looks worse because she's limping for RP, but she looks like she needs attention soon. But at the same time, she's pretty tough.
Okay. I'll hold off on whipping out
Technically,
another.
I am three
From bloody?
points away from bloody.
She looks exhausted. But you've seen her take worse. She's not bleeding. She's not
Okay,
wheezing.
that's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
I need to know if I need to whip out a healing kit or not. Okay. And with that, I guess since I probably look the chipperest of this, I'll take lead on it.
Okay.
I'm going up
As
blind.
Griswold starts getting up these steps, you see
It's also
that
kind of
that
just subconsciously trying to get away from fire.
when you start grabbing the there is like bits of wood around to have a support, but mainly it's just a stone ladder, and the wood's corroding already. As you start climbing up, it's some parts even feel like extremely smooth, as though it's been grabbed numerous amounts of times.
Oh boy.
As you start climbing up, and you just hear the whoosh of just pure wind, and when you pick your head up, you just get like a bushful of air just going above you, and what you see is you see the air outside.
Okay.
Immediately, you see the gigantic clouds around you,
Oh no.
and you see the numerous small little clouds that are all spaced together to make this gigantic cumulus cloud around the entire mountainside above. But the odd thing that you see is many pillars going up to about 180 feet, but the cave itself has like a mouth. So technically you're in a like, little C formation coming up in the middle, as all this area is filled
So I'm in
with
like
clouds.
kind of an alcove that comes up in the center of this.
And that's what you see without rolling, but I do need you to roll in perception.
Okay, sure. And I figured it out. The shield does not require attunement, so if I am not currently wielding it, then I do not get the advantage.
You do not? I would assume that you did, but okay.
Well, I mean, I have to have it like equipped. If it's on my back, is it technically equipped?
If you're using it for AC, then sure, yeah. But okay, roll me yeah. Just
I mean,
know.
if you're saying I got advantage, I'll take the advantage gladly.
As long as you have your shield out, you know you have advantage. So it's up to you.
Okay. I don't think I need it, but let's.
So pull out your shield, just make sure.
I'm really glad I needed it. Sure. That's a 22.
Woo!
You do see that at the far end, as you're looking to see where you're going next.
Yeah.
Because it's the entire area of this cave, looking outward. You do see some stone stairs at the far end, maybe 40 feet away from the cloud. You start seeing stairs going upwards, but these stairs are no longer inside the mountain. These stairs are around
They're
the
right around
mountain.
the
Mhm.
face.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So, with the assumption everyone's going to go above as well.
I mean, I assume there's gonna be some finagling to get the chest up the.
But you're able to do so. But can I have the board be cleared, please?
Sure.
Whoop-de-doo,
Bye, you.
next level!
Bye, Vila Skeleton.
And
Sorry, Skelly. I'm sure we'll find more.
I really hope we find more. I need another pocket skeleton. It's just such a
Whoa.
good utility. Holy actual fuck.
Wow!
all right. This is
Here.
not
Here.
what I intended. This is
Um,
heavier than I think.
Oh my god, look how
So wait,
pretty.
did I come up right here?
No, you're coming up right here.
Ah.
I'm covering all the actual fire because
There is no
yeah,
fire.
and all these technically for the map are exits. There are no exits. It's just a cave around.
So he's coming up right there.
As well as the cumulative clouds
Oh
Ah.
boy!
Hey!
that are surrounding you.
Oh, here, you can have your little skeleton mini back.
You can have those flames. Unless you're gonna cast a fire spell.
I do not have it. This is
Can you see the clouds?
this is clowns camping because it's fucking intense.
Oh, that's one way to do
So.
it.
Okay.
With you guys,
I did want to just point out, I'm pretty sure I said this already, but I took my broom back from Gris.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. You said it when you
for
landed.
for more detail, these these stones are going all the way up 180 feet.
Woo!
These black ones, including this, because this is a pool of water, are also blockading. So the only ones.
Yeah, that's
loud change in music. by
that
the
is
way.
also really freaking ominous.
All these black stones are about that height.
Okay.
Same thing with these, but these go all the way to the top.
Okay.
All the way to
Alright, so
Also,
I guess because we've already talked about
For the purposes of this specific thing, I will need every single player, and Josh, you're doing double work, to write me 2 checkboxes, or have a die number from 1 to 2.
I'll use an extra life die.
you need what? I'm sorry.
A die for.
A number 1 and a number 2. However that makes sense to you.
1 and 2.
So this is 20, 40,
Just a die,
60,
just a die put it on one and another die put it on two or something?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
100.
Okay.
Holy crap.
That is not the tip.
That's like
We still need 80 more feet.
each one's 4,
So
20, 40, 60, 80.
100, 110. So
You need like
70.
70 more feet. Goodness. Thank you for
I don't
showing
think-
the sense of scale.
that we have physically
How
enough.
high is this?
180 feet. So
The pillar supports go up 180 feet. Like, so these right
And then they
here.
disappear in the clouds, you said? You can't
Yeah.
see the top of
Yeah, way up there. Just.
There's no. Right, you said this is outside of the mountain. This is not inside the mountain.
technically it's a little bit of inside, but everything else is above it. So to scale,
Holy
these pillars are extending
This is scale.
that tall.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
So the mountain curves in this way, including the sides around. And
Wait, so is this wall, or is this an entire, like, it looks like the entire mountain was lifted? And
it's wall. It's part of
It's
the
wall?
it's
Okay.
part of the mountain
So
itself.
it's just a giant interior cavern.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it is a
Okay.
huge interior cavern. And Griswold, at the current, until you pointed out, here there's steps that are going around. And because of the visibility where you are, you can't see how far they go, but you assume that they continue going throughout the mountain.
How loud is the wind? Also, I think John
It is roaring, but not in.
It's not deterring hearing.
You can hear each other.
Okay.
Except one side.
You can hear each other within the mountain itself because, but you would have trouble probably outside. So.
I'm going to say to the rest of the party, there's stairs at the far end of the cavern. I'm going to point in as good of a direction as I can.
When you do, you do see, the. I'm gonna have to look at every single one of y'all's character sheets one by one.
Okay.
The clouds around you, these hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, maybe even thousands of small little clouds that are about maybe 4 feet as just a globule thing. You see just electricity spark from it. That's your character sheet.
Here's the whole thing. Go nuts.
Do you want to take a break so you can go through it?
Actually,
Kind of a little bit. I mean,
well, yeah.
We'll take a slight break.
We'll take a slight break
It's
and
a little teeny cliffhanger inside of
Yeah.
this session. Like we
Ha
just
ha
entered
ha!
a new...
Cliffhanger.
Ha ha
Oh
ha, ha.
God, I don't want
Ominous
it.
music ensue.
Ominous.
Dun, dun.
all right. We'll see you guys in a bit. Hey, yo, Vic, I've got the new script you sent us for the next episode. So we have new players? Who's Grayson? You know who that is?
Yeah, I'm reading that too. What's this? Tori Val? Tori Val?
So we have new players?
New players?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, dude. So it also says that the schedule's changed. We're playing on Mondays now?
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, what happened to Tuesday?
That'll team out Tuesday.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Okay.
And just one last little thing.
And it's online now?
Yeah, that. So we're not playing in the studio anymore. It's all online.
Uh-huh.
All right, man. That fucking works for me. All right. Cool. See you later. Bye. are back.
Damn it.
Or are we?
I don't know. Maybe.
We're front.
You guys decide if you want to be back or not.
I don't know if I want to be back.
So,
I'll be front.
as you guys can see the outside, as Griswold
Sorry.
mentioned the
Stairs.
stairs that are leaning above, we have a Sonya now. Hi, Steph. So, Order of the Broken Moth. What do we do?
I'm gonna
Cry.
talk and
Oh,
I'm gonna.
remember when? Sorry, Jeremiah. 1 second. When I needed your assistance for a small second, that magic trick.
Oh, I'm really glad I brought it upstairs then. Okay.
I need your magic trick really fast. Yes, Jeremiah.
Oh, yay.
This is for dramatic effect.
So the whole area has a very thick fog,
Whoa!
perpetually throughout the interior. So
Really good ones.
it's so much that that the outside is pretty clear. You guys can see the clouds, but anything within has a very very visible, all the way to the top, just fog killing. So you can see your hand really close, but midway it disappears, and you can still see the outside. So you have a couple of vantage points, but the fog itself within here, it's extra thick.
So wait, we technically can't see these like rocks and
Technically, no.
So how did
You-
I see the stairs then?
The light outside
Got it.
lets you see that.
Okay.
You can see really
it's
far.
like super duper foggy, but like way off in the distance, there's just this light coming down. The
You
stairs.
just happened, it parted for a second for you, and you're just like, oh, there's stairs. Okay, and then goes.
Okay, I'm gonna speak to the whole party and tell them don't move forward first. There might be a trap, and it might trigger if we start moving forward. But we need to decide: are we gonna rest,
That
or are we
makes
gonna keep moving forward?
that makes sense. Like the fire we just experienced, where we moved forward and it triggered the trap.
When I say that, like after I finish my sentence, basically, I'm gonna move kind of where Griswold is,
Okay.
like just kind of behind. Yeah, I'm not really in front of him, or kind of like or just beside him.
Your side.
And just peruse with my eyes because I don't want to trigger any traps if there's any trap.
We're in perception.
Yeah. That's not advantage because it's perception, right? Because of Dungeon Delver, I think it's just.
I think
It's
for investigation traps, yeah.
I believe it's investigation. Right.
You mean advantage or proficiency?
Advantage.
It's advantage
Oh, okay.
for what is that? Natural or Dungeon Delver? Yeah, it's
So as
just,
he's doing that, what are you-
Well, that's a good roll anyway. That's a 19. Wait, what's this again? Investigation, right?
Nope, perception.
Oh, perception. Oh, that's even better. 25.
Yep.
As you see the stairs that he was mentioning, you see the fog around, you see the individual clouds that are sparking with electricity. You do not sense any traps.
Are the clouds like interspersed throughout the fog?
No,
Or...
the clouds are just
they
giant thing
rim
around. Yeah,
the-
this whole it's clouds. Which I'll move this out of the way because it was just to point that everything around those clouds that were circling the mountain, you're there now.
Okay, I'm gonna get out my shield and my moth staff. I'm gonna talk to Spineroll and be like, I need you to peek over the shield, bud. I guess he's gonna peek over and be like, punch the cloud. Or punch the fog. And
He
just-
punches as furiously as he can, and the cloud would be defeated.
Does anything happen? Or does he's just booping the fog?
He's booping the fog. He's defeating the cloud in his mind.
Is it actually moving the fog at all? Like, okay, cool.
No.
It just...
After a couple of seconds, he looks at you. The fog has been defeated.
Good boy. All
He
right.
kind of recoils, and then he looks at you until I'm needed again.
I'm not busy. I like
So
so
Super
name.
Mario, like,
Oh my
going
God,
up to the
until I'm needed again.
Yeah.
That needs to be be the episode.
I'm just gonna say in the general direction of Spiral, you're the cactus we need, but not the one we deserve. And then, having seen that, I'm gonna take a step forward. I'm going to do the exact opposite of what Leon just said to do. I love you, bud.
Okay. So everything considered difficult terrain just for the point that we can't see.
Okay.
By the time you move to a location, because like we can see the map, you can move your character accordingly.
Right.
But we're moving at half speed because it's going to take you a second or two to see what's in front of you. You're not going to rush into a stone, essentially.
I'm basically using my staff as a...
Yeah. So, so you can move. We're using Dungeon Initiative. So we're technically starting at Griswold's turn since he took the initiative. You move 3 squares.
I can move 3 squares?
Up to if your speed is 30, then 3 squares.
I was just gonna step kind of into the fog and see if the clouds magically aggro my ass.
You take a step forward, about 5 feet
And
technically.
then I'm just gonna look around and
Nothing
just be
happens.
like, okay, super lightning. I'm not going to be smitten, if you will.
You do see the cloud kind of moving, but not in an aggressive way technically.
Not in an aggressive way technically, or not in an aggressive way actually.
They're already aggressive lightning boys.
But they're
not coming
not
to you.
noticing my presence.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Question to the DM.
Yes, sir.
Only 15 feet because of difficult terrain, or is
Yes.
just you can't see?
Because it's difficult terrain, as in you can't see forward, so you're naturally going to slow down your movement to be able to proceed. So for the purposes of our thing, you are moving accordingly, but every one of your turns is only 15.
Okay, it's just that natural explorer, but if it's because of visual, because of the fog, then yeah, that's fine.
And because what does natural explorer do one more time?
That one of my traits as a natural explorer is difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
Okay.
Like it doesn't
Yes.
say anything with magical means.
Yeah. So
The
because
law ones.
because of the magical means, this is going to hinder your speed.
No, it doesn't say anything about magical means. Your group can't become lost except by magical means, but the difficult terrain part, it doesn't say that.
Okay.
So it doesn't slow difficult terrain, but if you're saying because just naturally, I can't see, so we're not going to move fast.
Yes.
If that's the case, then that's fine.
Okay.
But I'm just wondering about.
Yeah, it's the visibility part for sure.
Okay, I'm not trying to rules lawyer this. I'm just.
No,
letting-
you're fine. You're good.
okay.
Neff is the only one that I believe can move 4 squares because you have 40 speed.
Yeah, I can move 3.
And yeah.
Side
had to
note,
get a thing.
in the water section,
What did you
Spiral
say you
used
have
Needle
combat?
Burst. Do I have to roll to recharge that?
No,
or is it just
in
considered
combat,
recharged?
in combat, you have to roll. But once you do like any portion out of combat, it's considered recharged at the start of a combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's got it ready. Okay, then I will just.
Okay, hey,
I'm gonna step forward 2 more squares. Leon, are you bound?
no, but- no, go ahead. I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna stop you because you're an adult.
Leon Jones is for the children.
Maybe I'm gonna peace bomb myself like that.
So,
Technically, Grizz is the oldest of us.
Yeah, fair.
yes,
He's
that's
grizzled.
He also might be slightly concerned because this is like really high up, and he is scared of heights.
Aww.
And like there's clouds everywhere, and there's fog, and like he can feel the ground below him, but he's a little
But he
concerned.
wants to
I
go
guess.
boop the tree.
Yeah, of course.
Jesus.
Is the
Because
Messiah.
of this, I totally forgot that I have this as a ranger, but I'm gonna use a level 1 spell slot. So I'm level 2.
yeah.
And I'm gonna activate my primal awareness.
Yep, that's how that works.
As an action, you can expend 1 ranger spell slot.
For up to 1 mile,
and
right?
Sense either any
Right.
aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead are present within 1 mile of you.
Wow.
This feature doesn't reveal the creature's location or number, but I will sense if there's some. Saying.
Roll. You just sense it right within a mile.
Yeah, it just says that. It's just I'm gonna sense it within a mile.
What? So you're using a level 1 spell slot, so you only do a mile, right?
Yes.
And if it's your favorite enemy, I think it goes 6 miles, right?
Or within 6 miles if you're on your favorite terrain. So
Which
yeah,
you are,
with
you're in a mountain. Okay. I know there was like some caveat to that. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Son of a bitch.
tell me the number on that paper, or text it to me.
Roleplay wise, I'm gonna kneel down on one knee and put my wand on the ground.
Here is
You'll see it glow.
Here is a number puzzle for you. It is neither positive nor negative.
It's 0.
Good answer.
I think magic says that zeros are. Oh wait, positive or negative. I thought it was even or off. For some reason, my mind was jotting that. Okay, so
positive
that's
nor negative.
that is a thing. Awesome. You sense a enormous amount of air elementals, like thousands.
Fucking
You
Christ.
sense the mud elemental below you. You technically sense a steam elemental that is somewhere deep underneath a mountain.
Wow.
But you do not sense anything above you. You sense it all the way around you. Oh, and you sense the water elementals, the water weirds that are considered water elementals. They're just a very specific
I mean,
form
we
of it.
did kill one of them, so what are weird?
Water
Aberrations,
weirds.
celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, or undead. That's the only one I can sense as elementals.
So he senses
Yeah, the only ones you
the
can
whole
sense are
mountain
elementals.
And all the levels.
Technically he senses, he doesn't pinpoint it, he just senses above me there's this, below me there's that, all around me there's this. You can't like track it, you can't pinpoint it, you just know there's a thing there.
Yeah,
So technically me telling you what elemental type it is, technically you don't, but because you can see the air above you and you pinpoint all of them, you can easily determine those, and you went through many that you fought, so you can determine those. The steam one is the only one that you should not have known.
Okay, yeah, basically as a roleplay, I kneel down, kind of stab the ground with my wand, close a little bit. And then, when I start sensing all these things, you see me kind of shiver a little bit. My right hand, where I'm putting my wand, starts to shake.
Oh no!
It's like...
You have me on the edge of my seat.
I'm gonna look at the party, but Griswold is not here anymore. I'm gonna say there's a lot of elementals around.
As Griswold takes 5 steps forward
A lot.
to 15 steps forwards, you see beeline just these air elementals just fly at you.
Are they already on me or moving towards me?
They're there. You see things, 3 just beeline, just almost like making just exaggerated lines. Roll me and no, you won't be able. No, that's it. Okay.
So
So
say intelligence.
that is 1 failure. Mark whatever number you had to
For the checkbox?
the checkbox. So, Griswold just went. Leon, technically, you just casted your spell.
Wait,
Mhm.
I used movement.
Yes, your action.
I still
yeah.
have an action,
Mhm.
right?
Yes.
I'm going to prep. Symbiotic entity.
Okay.
On the condition anything makes an aggressive action towards me or moves to within 30 feet of me that I don't know and trust. So, like, party, move towards, totally fine. This fucker that I can see on the map,
Sure.
but I don't... Yeah.
You see, from the clouds, 3 just burst in at top speed. All right. Noted. Leon, you had an action. You can technically still move at half speed, and bonus, And
Talk.
in talk, obviously, yes. And then we go to Bones on deck.
Do I see where Griswold is?
Yes, you can barely see him. 15 feet will be your range of vision.
Okay, then gonna move.
What is primal awareness?
Yeah,
Spiral?
I'm gonna move towards Griswold.
No, he's not a fae. He's a magical
I'm gonna move
creature.
towards Griswold
Okay.
and speak. Basically, tell him what I sensed.
Okay. Can someone move Leon
You're
towards him?
moving to me?
And
Yes.
Leon, because you're in the Aether, spoiler, but everyone's going to start doing this. Wanted to keep the suspense as much as I could. I need you to roll me in athletics or in acrobatics, your choice, minus how many magical items you have.
Oh, that's how I got a 0.
Oh.
That is how I got a 0.
Because Jess is very, very smart and figured out the
What is it,
puzzle.
athletics or acrobatics?
Your choice. So roll athletics, acrobatics, add those pluses, whatever that number is, minus it by how many magic items you have.
Yeah, I got fucked on this, like hard.
14.
I don't
14. All right. You move well enough.
Did you roll a nat? No, you got -3.
No. It's 15 plus 3 and then minus 4.
Okay.
Okay.
As you're moving, technically to Leon, nothing has changed. You haven't noticed
To
anything.
Griswold.
But you move towards him. You speak. You tell Griswold what you saw, what you sensed.
Can I kind of look around and then I get to see if I see the elementals?
What is your perception? Passive perception.
That's 16.
16. You do not, just because physically you can't see through a wall.
But I saw them.
You saw 3 elementals from the outside of this little cove, this cave, move inward.
Are they represented
there's
by this?
Yeah, that thing's representing 3.
Okay, so there's a wall in front of us right now?
Can I respond without using my reaction?
Technically, no.
I don't want to burn my reaction because it's part of freaking symbiotic.
No.
Asking.
Wait, is symbiotic?
Okay, so
reaction
no,
to an action.
Symbiotic is an action that I am holding.
Okay,
But-
you're holding an action.
Halo of Spores is a reaction.
Okay, there we go.
Which is why I don't want to burn it.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. If you speak out of turn, that is a reaction.
okay.
Jeremiah, what's up?
Yeah, once I move forward with Gris, like there's a physical wall in front of us?
Believe.
I don't know.
Yes, there's a physical wall in front of you.
Oh, okay.
That one.
Oh, the big
Oh,
black
That,
one. Oh,
that
yes.
is that is a wall.
Okay.
But how do I?
Oh, because it was from above, but we're representing it on the map. Okay.
This is a wall. This is.
Fuck! I don't want to talk back to you, but I can't.
Just so you guys know, like you can start doing this. That's kind of the only way out, because this is wall.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I
And
don't
there's
know.
nothing on that side.
What
It's
about,
not
what
connected.
about the other side? We can't go to the other side?
This is Twin Flames. This is all stone. That's
Okay.
also stone. Technically, the only way out is to go this way.
But around this,
Around.
that wall here goes all the way to the edge, right? That's
Mhm,
what I
Yeah.
can't see.
Yeah. So this wall goes all the way over here. Yes.
But
yes, yes.
there is a pathway right there.
There's a very, very skinny path.
Oh, so that's placed
Yeah.
intentionally.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
because those have like exits, and those exits do not exist for this map.
Fair.
So,
Leon, anything else you doing in this initiative? You
You're
are muted.
That's it. That's I'm just
Okay.
gonna let you know
All right.
what's going on, and yeah.
Bones.
I would like
Sonya, you're on deck.
to move.
Okay.
up.
Okay. Right here, technically. Well, are we just gonna say like everybody's on a line, or is that?
However you guys place yourself, that's where we're starting.
I mean, nobody really plays themselves, so. Okay.
Fuck it. I'm eating my reaction here. I'm gonna shout. There's air elemental, or there's fucking clouds beelining towards me. I think it's because I stepped into the fog. Do not move forward. Like,
Oh, hello.
yeah, Leon, you're already in the shit with me, but if you're not beefy-ish, Do not move forward. Like, Bones, take that as you will. You want to step into the fog, I warn
Okay. I'm literally gonna burn my reaction. Go, okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna burn my reaction. I don't have any reaction anyway. I'm gonna burn it, and basically say that I can confirm what Gris said. There's air elementals everywhere. I don't see them, but I felt them. That's all I'm gonna say.
Can I ask how many? Like, because I'm already using my reaction to make the statement. Because of stack order, I'm assuming that doesn't work?
No. The thing is, Leon physically can't answer that question.
Oh.
He knows that they're there, not how many.
He can't answer it by saying a metric shit ton. I would assume like.
Yes.
He, like, I'm not asking for an exact number.
Yes.
I'm just saying like.
Sure. Yeah. We that's fine. Yeah.
Quanto?
It's not. I can't. Really
You know it's a
tell
lot.
How many? But they are everywhere. And a lot.
There's Charlie in the trees, man.
Bones?
Maybe by the hundreds, maybe by the thousands.
How many steps did I have? I assume we were in a line before I get to
It's
the
half
fog.
your move speed. So.
You can position you guys where you think you were. If you didn't have a chance to do so, please position yourself where you
Yeah, we
think you
just
would.
kind of moved generally to
Yeah.
get onto map.
Yeah.
So.
I was just wondering how many steps I had till I would be in the fog.
Oh, she's asking safe zone around from entrance.
Fog starts here.
Fog starts here.
Alright, so that's
So 2 squares from.
2 squares.
Yeah, so 10 feet in front of where back of the party is.
okay, I want to move a little forward and take out my broom.
So you want to do 2?
No,
Or
wait,
one.
just one.
Okay. When you take out your broom, you notice visibly, everybody does, almost like a light show of very close imitation of fireworks, just of all the clouds over here igniting and lightning.
Okay, well that's what I was wondering. So I'm in the.
Like you take it out and that happens. You still have it out. It's still like that fraction of a second still happening.
Yeah. Okay, and then I want to go. Well, I can say I figured that's where they went from earlier. So put it back.
When that happens, you see the clouds just move, but the lightning has definitely stopped.
Dissipated somewhat.
Then, I want to. I think I still have my mage armor. I don't think we've been going for 8 hours.
No, you still have it on. Yeah, for sure.
Okay. I want to.
Is Leon's swarm still active?
I would say that
It's a minute, right?
Yes,
I would
it's
say
just
that
1
you
minute.
have 5 more rounds of your swarms
Okay, I'll.
because you guys didn't stop terribly long. You guys talked for a couple seconds and went up the ladder.
Yeah.
So I would say you still have 5 rounds.
Okay.
Okay.
Pertinent information. I'm
Might
sorry,
be a
I'm
little
sorry I'm
generous,
reading
but
your
you
mind,
have
Leon.
you have a little bit of your swarms left. And then just Sonya, you're on deck. Neff, Jericho, Griswold, Leon.
Not moderate.
Oh. Damn it. How's you doing that?
Okay.
Okay, and then the last thing I guess I want to do is
Mhm.
just cast shield.
Shield's a reaction.
Yeah, shield will only last until the next round. For the boost to AC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm worried about what's gonna happen between now and the next round.
You can cast it as a reaction, so so you don't have to spend the spell until exactly.
Then that's
You
what
don't
I
even
want
have
to
to
do.
prep it because it's a reaction. You can just go, cool, reaction to whatever happens, I cast shield. Like LMAO, get that shit out of my face.
Technically, yeah. But having the thought of it definitely is a good thing.
Yeah.
So you have your wand out and just preparing, having your mindset to defenses at the ready, essentially.
Yeah, can I do perception as well? And then obviously I have to do my minuses, right? Is that
if
what you have to roll?
only
No,
when you
just
step into the fog.
Step into the fog.
What is your passive at the moment?
Oh, well, it's 13.
So, okay, then Yes,
lobby.
roll. Yeah.
Oh god, I just realized something. Even if I got a nat 20.
How many magic
Which is
items?
what I just did. I got a nat 20.
10?
Each health potion.
So I got a 23.
Oh.
Plus my other potions.
23.
What's your athletics bonus?
4 plus proficiency, but still.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
so you get a +7 for athletics.
all that
rolls,
you
but
do
you're
see
getting
is
-10
those
for
3 that moved. You see that you're easily noting that magic triggers them. So when Neff pulled out her broom, they beeline towards her. They're not incredibly fast. You remember that part. They're not like. Technically, only an obscurial will be a form of elemental as well. Those things were incredibly fast as comparison to this.
We experienced that.
Yeah, and with some communications with Griswold, with Leon, air elementals are the fastest type. They should have been on you like that. They're not. Maybe because of their size, but the fact that you don't see anything is what you pick up. Because I cannot waste a 20. It's just unfair.
Was it nat 20? I
Nice.
share with the party that can hear me, I guess.
Sure, everybody can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, we're not that far from you, just 15 feet.
So, if that is all,
Yeah,
Sonya.
no, that's it.
Okay. I just want to, because there looks like to me that is there a rock near us or is that the wall?
What?
Which
There's a rock here.
Yeah.
That's
stalactite formation here.
This is a pillar all the way up. This here
And
is
those are
the
the wall.
giant wall
Yeah.
that goes all the way around. This is the only pathway here on this side.
Okay. I'm just curious. I want to look at the rocks in the safe area and to see if there's any kind of clue or any kind of something to touch that might tell us what to do.
Roll me an investigation, and because we've already had 2 perceptions and 2 investigations, those will be the last ones for the group itself. Just because
Yeah.
every single person rolling investigation, or every single person rolling perception
It
is.
gets a little silly. Yeah, that's fair.
23.
When you look
I have a plus
at
11.
the walls,
24.
24?
Sorry.
There's no markings or indications. The only thing that you see in this clear area is a very distinct, thick, maybe about 3 feet in length, gash. Maybe it looks kind of like erosion. Sorry, of something moving heavily on the ground
Oh.
in a large line. Fuck! And it moves from
We have
underneath.
scales in it.
You see kind of some of those indications on like the walls below you, where the stairs are at, like going below from the fire portion, going up into the quote-unquote air portion or a wind portion, and it just keeps on going, and then into the fog, and just it disappears. You don't see any ruins, you don't see any markings, you don't see any indications that assist, but you do notice that when you're looking at these walls.
Okay, so it's like a little, it's an erosion trail, I
It
guess?
looks like just a long ass curling, slithering erosion on the ground and on the walls.
Do I sense that as well?
No, you do not sense a magical beast.
With my primal
Mm-hmm.
awareness?
Primal awareness is, unless I read it wrong, it does not indicate beast.
Beasts?
Yep, this would be considered a magical beast. It is not an elemental. It's not a fae. It's not a fiend. It's not a dragon. It's not an undead.
Okay.
To be fair, all of the rolls that we've had, every time
Operation
somebody
or
rolls,
celestial?
we get more.
It's not. Yeah,
information.
it's not aberration or a celestial. Yeah.
Okay, just
So
wondering.
that's fair.
I'm sorry.
I said the reason I know that everybody's wanting to do more investigations because every time we hear something, we're getting a lot more information, which is good.
Yeah, it's good. You guys, Sonya, so you see that. And it's not something that's really like easy to see. It's just because you're looking intently, taking on Jericho's cue. But it does look like something also taking on Griswold's cue of just the stone being corroded by someone constantly grabbing it. There is a path like in nature where deer trail and then just push this the grass further and further down and push the ground and layer it and soften it and make a specific path that a lot of animals take. You see that in the stone in this mountain. So there is a specific trail that something large slithers through.
Hold me, I am scared.
But only Sonya sees that. You guys, nothing else has happened.
I am scared of the clouds.
Clouds are scary.
Like, there is a lot of things for Griswold to be scared of right now.
Clouds are very scary. So, Sonya, are you seeing that? What do you do?
Yeah, I'm just gonna be where that trail is, and like whoever's near me, I'm just gonna be like, look at this, and just kind of point it out.
So I would say that everybody except for Leon and Griswold, you all notice the large erosion of a southern behemoth.
Is it a beast or a monstrosity?
It's considered a beast. It's considered, because of the Harry Potter world, it is considered a magical beast.
I'm gonna look up later what defines a monstrosity.
I want to say, until proven wrong, probably something that is non-naturally born, like a chimera.
Sphinxes are classified as monstrosities. Because I looked them up.
Maybe it's because they're divine. I don't know. Yeah, I don't have to look it up. I will.
I can give you a classification thing that'll
Okay.
help with
Cool.
that.
Please and thank you. So, Sonya, you see that? What do you do? Neff, you're on deck. Jericho, you're next.
Yeah, I'm just gonna point it out and like just follow it to the edge of the fog. Just be like, okay, maybe we need to go this way. That might be the safe way since it travels that way, but like that's the only way possible.
It's following the same trail that you guys are going. All right, Neff,
Okay.
Jericho, you're on deck. Rizzy, you're next.
I'm gonna say, hey Jericho, take the chest. I'm gonna go retrieve our friends.
I'm not strong. Okay.
Okay, so that's
Edge of
10, 20 would be right there right here, technically. And that would that be enough for me to see them in front of me?
You can see up to 15 feet in front of you at all times.
Okay. So yeah.
There's just like
that's
thin
fine.
layer of fog at 15 feet, thick layer of fog beyond that.
Gotcha.
The closer you get to it, it's just a proximity for where you are.
Alright,
Yes.
at that point I'm gonna say, hey guys, come with me. I'm gonna put my hand on your shoulders and be like, Yankee.
Are you intentionally trying to drag them?
Are you grapple checking us?
Yeah. And are you guys resisting?
I'm...
Or are you just moving and being like, yo guys, this is what we should do?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna
Okay.
do. I'm not gonna try to
Roll
grapple
me
them.
athletics or acrobatics minus how many magical items you have.
Okie dokie, this is gonna be interesting. Which I use? I'm scared.
Hold me, I am scared.
Okay,
Don't be negative, don't be
that is a... Technically, with my minuses, it's 10.
10, okay. As you walk through, you put your hands on them, you tell them what's happening. Jericho, what do you do?
I'm going to go all the way Sonya.
Okay.
Chest.
Alright, you're right next to Sonya with the chest in hand. anything you want to do?
No, that's it.
All right, Griswold.
At what point do these elementals enter initiative order, or are they just going at the end of our
They're
initiative?
technically at the end of the initiative. They're at the bottom after Leon.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna look to Neff reaching out to me and be like, no grab necessary, message received, and move backwards.
Roll me a athletics or acrobatics as well.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Every time you move, it has to be rolled.
Don't be another 3.
Or is that as far as you're moving?
I'm moving all the way back. I just, here,
Okay.
5, 10, 15, and that puts me at log line. Don't be a second fail, 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 don't be a second fail. Shit! That's 2.
Okay.
Second check?
Second check is a fail.
But with active.
As Griswold is walking back,
I'm getting struck by lightning.
no, it's everybody except for Neff and Leon see Griswold just completely immobile.
Completely what?
Immobile.
So Neff and Leon are immobile?
No.
Or all of it?
Griswold cannot move.
Oh.
Would I feel that starting to affect me?
You feel
I'm
something
asking if that would trigger my reaction.
it would trigger your reaction. Yes,
so
it will.
symbiotic would fire?
Symbiotic fires.
Okay, I've got 10 health.
All right.
That's something, and I've got my reaction back. Can I think, or am I petrified?
You're not petrified. You technically,
I
as
must be like,
I'm
I swear to God, if
trying-
you're making me roll a new character, I'm gonna fucking
No.
something.
I'm trying to think of the absolute best way to. There we go. To describe this sensation.
Being grappled by the wind elemental.
Yeah. So you stop and you feel yourself being completely immobile. And the area around you feels almost like you've been thrown in water, but you're like that sensation of just like your body moving in that water in that suspension. But
Is Spiral also affected by this?
it burns all throughout your entire body. As you guys,
Can I still move?
nope, you're completely immobile. Sonya, Jericho, Bones see Leon being almost elevated about Griswold, being elevated almost like 2 feet up in the air, completely immobile. As also,
And it's not Leon.
what is your Constitution saving throw?
Con? Are
Yeah.
you asking for my modifier?
Modifier, yes.
0.
0. So I need a 10 timer as we are technically engulfed and cannot breathe.
Oh my god.
Starting at 10.
So,
Sure.
all right,
You can
as
see him.
So
He's
you have an
just
arm.
Is Spiral
Surrounded?
affected by this? Yes
spine
or no?
roll is affected by this.
Fuck! Can I talk?
Technically, no.
No? Like, come.
Technically, you have no actions right now.
Can my eyes even move?
Yes, you can. But the thing about it is, all you see is like a clear glossiness around you.
How?
You can move your eyes and, but technically not your head, and you just see all around you like you just stepped into a pool of water.
How far did I move before
Yeah,
this
that's what I was
activated?
gonna ask.
Because I was right
Technically,
here.
I would mark
I
it down
moved-
here.
I was trying to move straight
Oh,
back.
okay. So what was
right-
your?
My movement
was
was
right
15.
there.
I attempted to move 15 feet back
So
to
here's
here.
where we'll stop.
Here's where I was forcibly
Yes.
stopped. Gotcha. That help.
So, with Griswold doing that, technically,
Fuck, and I was facing away from the damn elemental so I can't see it.
okay,
Wait.
Griswold, we're taking acid damage. Your entity does damage to anything around it, or no? Does it do damage?
So, Halo of Spores has to be triggered via reaction. So, I guess
You're burning right now.
if I can feel the direction it's coming from,
Literally, your entire body. It feels like you are kind of
on
like the
fire.
Yes.
Can I feel a more intense burning sensation from the general direction that something is striking from, or does it feel all over?
All over your body. And I know it's frustrating because I don't have a visual, but I cannot put a visual just yet because you're the first person to get affected.
Got it. Like, from a gaming standpoint, I can totally understand being able to fire Halo of Spores in a direction, but from a roll standpoint, I don't want to risk just firing it at the first living entity I can sort of sense and hitting Neff with it.
You won't hit Neff if you're not specifically aiming towards Neff.
I am burning reaction and firing Halo of Spores.
Alright, roll me the damage for Halo Spores. In addition, you take...
It is a con save on you.
Okay. In addition, you take 8 points of acid damage.
Gotcha.
Constitution saving throw?
Con save.
That is a total of 13.
Fail.
Okay.
So...
Roll me damage.
That's... I'll remark this as 6. Takes 6 points necrotic. Yeah, 6 necrotic.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright. So, as that happens and you guys see that, Leon, I need you to take your action. Yes.
I did not hear you.
He needs you to take your
Yes,
action because I got paralyzed.
You're considered
I need
engulfed.
to. Sorry, it cut off again. I need to what?
Your action.
It's your turn.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna turn around. When I turn around, basically when Neff gets there and then she said to come back, then I will turn around.
Okay.
Just stay sure.
On
When I turn around,
your
I see
turn, Leon does get one free perception check because it is your turn. So you can roll perception.
Oh, just roll perception.
Yeah. Because you're looking at Griswold being elevated about 2 feet off the ground, completely in it's stuck.
Is this minus still or
No, only for
this is
movement.
just a roll?
Only for movement
Okay,
because it's
that's,
triggering something completely different
19.
than this. 19. You see a small outline of a cube completely around
Aww.
Griswold.
Is this a modified gelatinous cube?
It's not a modified gelatinous cube because it's a real gelatinous cube.
You get dissolved,
Do
son.
I see?
Oh, that's so cool looking.
With the
It's horrible, but it's cool looking.
skeleton-y.
It's that big, yes.
Oh my god, I almost walked right into it.
So it's blocking the view, basically.
Technically not entirely all of it, but yes, it is right there. It was a miracle you guys didn't step on.
I'm gonna look
The fails of walking through it is this cube. It is invisible unless you walk into it. By invisible, I mean you cannot see it. You can cast the invisibility. You will not see it. It is so translucent, you do not see it.
Ooh, I got a question.
So, Leon, you spot the cube.
Do I see? You said you see. I see the cube or
You
no?
see a gigantic cube. Also, this is considered an ooze, so your thing would not have detected one.
Yeah. But like, how big is this thing? Basically,
It is considered a large creature.
This is a 10 feet cube.
It is a 10 feet cube, yes. 10 by 10. Just a comparison. Here's a cube. Here's a person.
Yay!
It's actually really, really cool if you guys want to pass the mini around.
I do.
Show and tell
I thought you were
everybody.
passing around the one that's got my mini in it, and I was just gonna be like, what?
Okay.
Skeletons.
It's a really cool miniature.
So it's just whatever it's
How
eaten
cool
in
is
the past.
that?
Guys,
Yeah, what's up,
Oh,
Leon?
where's the
You want to go towards, away or towards where Griswold is?
No, I wanted to do away but I might not reach him anymore.
You're 5 feet from the cube.
10.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can still reach Griswold from 10.
Okay. So that is 10 feet. You can still reach Griswold. Like-
And there's still like 10 feet distance towards me and Griswold?
There's 10 feet distance between you and Griswold. You're 5 feet from Neff.
Okay, I'm sorry, Griswold, I'm gonna do this to try and save you. Hopefully you have a lot of HP, but I'm gonna whip him. Is this considered action, but is it considered like an attack action with 2 attacks or just the one? Like a while ago?
Are you... each attempt to try to push is 1 attack. You can roll to attack, and then decide if you need to attack again.
Are you trying to force push me out of a gelatinous cube?
Yes.
Okay. I'm fine with this.
Alright.
I'm totally fine.
Roll me to hit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, is this like the one in the fire bridge
Are
where
you-
I just roll 1?
Are you using the...
That's what okay. I sort of said it, I think just because people are talking, you can roll to attack, and then decide after that immediately if you want to roll to attack again.
Are you using...
Okay.
Are you using bow or are you using whip?
I'm using my whip because that's the lowest, that's low damage compared to my bow.
Alright, roll me to hit.
I don't give a shit if he bows my ass.
That is okay. That my bow is a +6. That's a 19.
19
Wow.
hits. Roll me damage.
This is a physical
Uh,
thing, right?
E4.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
yeah, I'm totally fine with this.
That's the minimum damage.
take 1 point
That's
of
4.
slashing damage, I believe,
Piercing?
Yes.
Oh, slashing. Okay.
because it.
And it will,
26.
and it will move him 5 feet towards me.
I need, because of the effects of 2 things acting at once, I need you to roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Instead of doing a strength, we'll see how strong your magic is, or technically your fairies, but it's your ability. So roll me Arcana.
Arcana. Where is it? Wait. No, I'm a wisdom.
Yes, for 5th edition,
Oh,
all
yeah,
magic,
sorry.
planar things are all related to it, like in the Arcana roll.
Okay.
Yes, you do cast divine magic. That is totally true. Yes.
Okay, that is a good roll. I hold. That's 18.
18. You pull him out.
Am I no longer
You are
paralyzed?
no longer there. You are 5 feet away from it. You are 5 feet from Leon. So you are no longer there. But the cube is out and is visibly seen by everybody. As you all see, Griswold just be pulled. And you can see the indentions of him and like a gelatin pull. As the gelatin had that pocket of air being pulled and slowly starts engulfing that that physical representation of Griswold in it, just start to accumulate back into the holes that the air filled.
And then can I attack again? But
Yeah. Yes, you can attack again on the cube.
I'm gonna whip up the. Oh wait, no. Wait, yeah. I'm gonna whip the cube.
Okay, whip the cube. Whip.
Whip the cube. That is another 19.
That hits the cube. It has a very dumb AC. That hits.
Oh wait, I didn't do the d6 of damage. So to what's his name? To Griswold.
Oh, you could have just
I
forgotten.
forgot.
You could have just forgotten, he said.
Oh, I should have just forgotten. Yeah.
Well, I
but
mean,
that's another
it's force damage. Without the d6, you technically wouldn't have been able to force me out. So, I guess that's...
Yeah. So yeah, that's another 3 basically of force damage.
3?
But yeah, another 3.
Okay, that's fine.
And it's
I'm really okay
5,
with being
8,
hit right now if it gets me out of the
5,
cube.
5 slashing and 3 force.
To the cube?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, to the cube.
Okay.
5 slashing, 3 force.
All right. Thank you.
And can I use my bonus action
Yes, you can.
to do? Is it a bonus action to put my whip back and grab?
Yes, I will. I will say it's a bonus.
Grab
use.
my bow.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. You put your whip up,
Even though
you
I
coil
don't-
it, click on the
Yeah.
leather strap, grab your wand out. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah. Tick tick. Okay.
Letting you know.
I do have another symbiotic.
Your damage
Uh,
doubles when you're
yeah,
inside. for more than one turn.
already.
One more time?
Like basically, put my whip back and get my critical bow ready, and that should be me.
Bones, it is your turn.
Yeah. I think I want to take out
Wait,
my
so
crossbow.
the cube doesn't have a turn?
You know what? It does, and I literally just overlooked it, so it's now the cube's turn.
Okay. So
I'm sorry, Bones. I just like fair is fair. If you're gonna if you're gonna kill my character, at least do it fairly.
I literally was just waiting for you guys to do something. So technically, it's the elemental's turn and the gelatinous cube's turn.
Oh.
Thank you.
What can I say?
Yeah, you did say. You didn't say like after Leon is.
Oh fuck!
God.
Not enough to make it towards him. All right, gelatinous cube is gonna try to. How many creatures can engulf? I think it could only. It can enter one or smaller. So
Gonna go back to Griswold.
it's going to choose, and I'm going to roll even or odd. Because it has no intelligence.
It has. Then
It
how
has
is it not
one.
dead? Oh,
It's one intelligence.
0 kills it, but yeah.
All right.
It can only engulf one.
It can only engulf one until I read otherwise. So I'm going to. It's going to try to engulf Neff.
Oh
I
no!
had a feeling as soon as you just rolled, I
Fuck,
was
my
like,
health's higher than yours. Oh, but I was already just inside it.
Confirming.
That is some
Confirming?
Crazy.
Yeah.
Please tell me it was a 1.
So that is going to be 6d6 of acid damage because I got a nat 20.
You're not raging, are you?
no.
It wouldn't half-ass
Yeah.
work anyway.
Oh my god. I almost messed up.
God. Jesus.
That is 30 points of acid damage.
Holy fuck! Yeah, I'm bloody.
You're 20.
As whenever the cube enters a creature space, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Because of how big this thing is, do I also have to do it, or is it?
Okay, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna actually read this because I think I've been doing it wrong. I have advantage on.
As long as you can see it coming, yes, you have advantage on the dexterity saving
Okay,
throw.
so I get. Okay.
You can see it physically, so yes, you do.
Oh god. Okay.
Danger sense is good, and they reiterated that all the barbarian has to do is physically see the damage coming to
Okay.
it.
17.
You are not considered engulfed. As it tries to get on you, and you just start pushing away, and luckily you push at part of like the air pocket that's like being engulfed, and you use that like push as momentum to push yourself back, and you are not considered engulfed. All right, so that's the cube's turn. The elementals are right behind you, Leon. As you see, 3 balls at about 4 feet in
I
width.
see it.
Because they're 5 feet from you, or 10 feet from you, because they can't hit you. And you see these just sparks of electricity. So, with that, top of the round, Bones.
Alright.
Hey, you know what dissipates fog?
Things I don't have. Things I don't want to kill people with.
You're betting too much.
Sorry.
And since we technically have now initiative combat,
Oh boy.
I'm just waiting for me to say something, and then you just look directly at me. Riz, it's
Wait a
time.
second, I rolled a 20 a minute ago.
You have to roll
A
A
1.
1.
Yeah.
Sorry.
but you roll a 20 on a perception.
Yeah.
Yes.
You weren't casting.
When you cast a
Damn it.
spell, it's
That
a
was not a spell.
and it's a 1.
You are really trying to hit this wild magic.
Because I feel like
Because it's awesome.
fun.
I mean, it is awesome.
So I
I'm
need to use
scared
all
of
the
your
just
wild
dice,
magic.
so I have 1s.
Oh my god, if we get a soundboard, we should totally do the crack guide to D&D, because they did the Sorcerer at one point, and he was like, or you can do the Wheel of Wild Magic, and it's like, just sound clip that.
That guy is amazing.
Yeah, he
Yes,
is.
Alright, so,
Okay, so my initial intention was to get the crossbow, which is what I said, but having seen the additional drama, I want to do just a basic firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay.
Bolt.
Okay. Roll me a hit.
That T is really important in the pronunciation.
And I also would like to twin it.
Okay. Which one of the what is your other target?
The elementals that I see behind Jeremiah.
Okay.
The only one that I can see, I assume. The
Well,
closest.
this is representing 3.
That's why there's a die there. Yeah. So just
The
pick one.
closest,
Yeah.
the
Okay.
first- the one
Just
the
okay.
closest to
Making
me.
sure it wasn't like 2 elementals. It's
No.
cube and
I would like
elemental.
to go ping.
Okay. No. Cool. Roll me a hit.
Ping. That really.
That is the cockest cock dice I've ever
That
cocked.
is
Yeah.
so cocked.
Roll again.
That's from cocked Pornhub wants to make a video out of it. Like,
Okay. So
I don't like any of this.
that was a 1 to attack.
I
yeah,
was,
no. You need,
unfortunately.
if you roll a 20 to attack, you then roll another d20, and if that hits a 1, you wild magic.
So
Wait,
That's a
what
one-
did you
that's a
say?
one to hit.
So you rolled an
Magic?
attack. Roll to confirm the 1. Please don't get a 1. Please don't hit yourself.
But the one
Okay.
where-
Okay, so the spell just as you shoot and it goes off and you
I
see
mean,
that
it was
it
technically an 8, but whatever.
yeah
Natural
Nat-
one's a natural one.
yeah nat ones are considered automatic misses. As natural 20s are considered automatic hits.
But isn't that the cast? That's the spell that I'm supposed to.
So here's the thing: you casted a spell. Now roll d20,
And if you get a nat
and if you get a nat 1, wild magic happens.
But because you missed.
That's so rare. Or not. And another 14.
Okay.
What are you talking about, rare? You're giving me crap every
So as you
episode.
throw out your insignio, it hits, but it just off hits to the side, and you're like, you just didn't make enough contact. This thing is very transparent, and it was once here, and now it moved 5 feet, and you didn't notice it until the flame whizzed past it. So that was an action, bonus and movement. If you want to do anything, if not, it's Sonya's turn.
I want to back up a little bit.
Okay.
And I mean, I can freaking cast my own wild magic. I don't have to wait for it,
Right, but that
I can't
uses
now,
that,
yeah.
u-
Yeah,
that
yeah,
uses
no, I
your
know,
one
I know.
token
but
that
yeah.
until-
Yeah. I'm just gonna say, heads up, everybody. Let's get these guys.
All right. Do you guys have that word of encouragement? Sonya, it is your turn.
I'm not a bard. Damn it.
Okay. Do I see? I see the
You see the cube, and for the purposes
okay, that's what I
of
want to know. I see the cube.
how far away are you? You do not see the elementals, but you do see the cube.
Okay. What size range was this spell?
The cube is 15 feet? Question mark? Confirm or deny?
15 feet?
I believe so, right?
15, yeah.
Okay, 15 feet away from you.
Correct.
Okay. Bringing the spell for him.
If you cast a spell, I think you're casting. That's gonna be hilarious.
Each creature has a cube.
Oh, I don't need this counter anymore because I'm no longer engulfed, right?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure. It's giving me anxiety.
Okay.
Yes.
At the cube, I'm gonna cast
Banish.
Bench.
in a 15-foot cube around the cube.
Oh, is it a what?
15-foot cube? Or cone?
Each creature in a 15-foot cube
Oh,
originating from you.
Oh no,
Are you-
that's using you as the initial casting point. You can't move that. Like the cube centers on you, not on.
What spell are you casting?
Thunderwave. I'm just trying to see if Ness is in the way first before I try to do it.
If the center is you, everybody's in the way.
If the center's
Oh.
you're gonna
Yeah.
Ferris the
You're
party.
like right here.
That
Two
should
on
not
either
be a
side
thing.
of you, and then all three of us are right here, right next to the cube.
Okay, so that's what I was asking. Was the center on me or center on 15 where
So
I want to go?
Thunder Wave?
Yeah.
It's a big old spell. I have only big old spells too, and they're all AoE.
No,
Yeah,
it's a one.
it's a
not just
cube. Yeah, it's one action. Yeah, it's on you. You literally burst just this thunderous shit. So everybody
It's
will get
Hellish
hit.
Rebuke on crack.
Yeah, everybody will get
Okay,
hit with
okay,
that.
I was wondering doing that. Okay. I haven't done that in a while, so I was just asking.
No, you're good. You're good. It's good to ask. I was ready to get one of these little cute guys out.
Okay,
Don't worry, that's all I got left. I think that's casters.
Yeah, you guys are gonna use the hell out of these. Yes.
okay, my second option was, let me do Ray of Frost. at it.
Okay. All right. Roll me to hit.
Good job.
I only broke one, right?
Yeah. Ray of Frost is just a one time. Yeah. I believe.
Oh shit.
21.
21 hits. Roll me damage, and its speed is reduced by 10 feet.
There's no reason I can't. Yes, sir.
So it does 2d8 of damage instead of 1d8 because of your level. Okay.
Yeah, so it's 6 points.
6 points of ice. Just letting you know its speed's reduced to 5 feet. It had a speed of 15 as you engulf it in ice. Yes, it had originally 15. For 15 minus 10, it's only 5 feet now. Alrighty. As you see, Sonya just cast from her wand this cone of cold that just engulfs it the right, and you see it starts freezing over. It just barely moves inches. It is, from your perspective, it looks like it's frozen solid.
Okay.
But the ice starts thawing. Yeah. But the ice is thawing pretty quickly. So you know that the spell affected it heavily. Because this speed is fucking reduced to kind of nothing. Sonya, that was an action. Anything else? Neff, you're on deck.
No, I'm just gonna point to it and be like, let's stay away from that.
Alright, Neff, your turn. Jericho, you're not.
First, I have a quick question. I'm
Yes.
pretty sure I already know the answer to this. Acid damage is not piercing, slashing, or...
Correct.
Yeah, so...
Tome of the Bear reduces everything except for psionic.
Nice to know, but too late now.
Yeah. Tome of the Bear is very protective against damage. Tome of the Wolf is very tactical in combat. You give people the ability to guarantee a hit, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I'm going to say... I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm gonna go, motherfucker, I've got so goddamn bad. I'm trying to fucking swallow me, goddamn. And then I'm
And,
raging.
You all fear the rage of Neff.
Do I hear the whole rant leading up to it? 'Cause I'm
Oh,
right
yeah.
next to her?
You're right next to
Is that a rage spell?
So, you technically casting your rage spell. All right. Your bonus action rage. Those of you do.
And then I'm going to say, fuck you, asshole! And then I'm going to get my maul out and go smash, smash!
All right, roll me 2 hits.
I'm like 99. I'm not gonna say it.
Roll me hits.
This is what I would do.
Well, I'm perfectly aware it's what your character would do. I'm just saying, like,
I know.
gelatinous cube's a gelatinous cube.
Okay. So,
All I'm gonna say.
first one is going to be a...
Oh shit! It can't hold more than one medium creature.
Oh, that's good to know.
The cube? Yay.
So
Just one.
First one is an 11 to hit.
11 hits.
Yay! And then the second one definitely hits because I rolled a 16 plus
All
an
right.
8.
Yeah, that hits. Roll me damage
So-
twice.
And then you knock it prone?
I mean, no,
Can
because
a
I
cube
didn't have. I
be
didn't do it.
knocked prone?
It is immune to prone
Damn it.
because it is
But
a cube.
also, I would have to have advantage on the roll, and I just have 2 attacks.
Maybe it means
Oh.
he smushes it and it's flat. That's
mean-
pro.
Don't you have advantage on it because I'm within 5 feet?
No, that's for Jericho.
Oh, that's Jericho's specific
Yeah.
class trait.
Mhm.
Okay.
First one is
Starting to use a calculator now. These numbers are getting
You want one?
a
No, no, I got-
23.
How much?
23
23 damage for the first attack?
for the first attack.
Damn.
And I rage plus my +5 plus I got literally a maxed out.
Nice.
Yeah.
Second attack, please.
Second attack is 9 plus 7 is 16. 16.
Woo!
Fuck you!
It is.
39 points of damage to it.
It
in a
I got
single-
pissed.
It is very, 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 very bloody.
So technically,
The fuck's the health on a gelatinous cube?
technically, I want to basically use
You guys been doing a lot of
the
damage
rest
to it.
of
We
my.
fought one at like level 2 or 3, and it took us like the better part of a freaking session to kill the damn thing.
We were
But-
babies though.
Oh yeah, now we're level 7.
Technically, I'm going to use the rest of my turn to move, and I'm literally going to move in a cube around the cube. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3.
And here is a rage token because you're raging.
Thank you.
Yes.
Rage.
So, alrighty. With that amazing display of awesome.
She's a raging mage.
Do I-
now?
Really quickly, do
Yes.
I need to roll acrobatics?
No, because
Okay.
The acrobatics
the
thing, I believe, was the cube. Or was it the fog?
Or was
the
it
acrobatics is for the
Elementals?
the elementals, but, and also it's for both. Not at the moment because you're engaging in one cube.
Okay.
One round, then we engage.
Okay.
So, not right now. But thank you for being you, Jericho.
Thank you for barbing it up. Is the cube bloody?
The cube is very bloody, and by bloody, you see ice just from Neff
Can we call
hammering
it
the shit out of it.
The ice cube?
Yeah.
The museum of the dead.
Alright, Bones, give me your wild magic token. That was your use.
Hey, it got hit by Ray of Frost. It's the proof.
All right, Jericho, what do you do?
Okay, so I can tell they have the ice cube.
You could tell that the ice cube is pretty heavily hit. Yes.
Okay, and I said elemental coming toward me, Sonya.
You're out of range to see the elementals.
You got 15 feet of clear vision, and then everything else is obfuscated by fog, so you cannot see the elemental from your range.
Okay. Okay, so I can't see that one. Oh, okay.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna hold an attack action just in case something hits me or Sonya.
Okay. All right. Griswold.
Have symbiotic active. If I step 5 feet away from the cube, does it have an AOP?
Technically.
Technically?
Yep.
I figured because it was a cube, it can't like reach. Like it's a cube.
Yeah, technically does.
Oh, well then. Can I see the air elemental?
Are you within 15 feet of them?
Yes.
Then yes, you can.
Cool. But they're not inside of 10 feet from me.
The world can see your belly.
I don't want to trigger the AOP, but I can't cast within 5 feet because I don't have ward.
Leon, you're on deck, so think about what you're doing.
I've already got my staff out, right?
Mm-hmm.
Should I be a bonus action?
It is a bonus action to cast Shillelagh.
Cool! Bonus action to cast
There's
Shillelagh.
very few cantrips that are bonus actions.
Shillelagh. And I've still got symbiotic up. I'm swinging.
Roll me it.
And then I add wisdom to the.
Yes, you do.
To the hit roll.
It's like a spell. You can choose to use your wisdom instead of your strength.
I mean, my strength is 0, so. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm an idiot for that con modifier earlier. That was a +1. I was looking at strength, not con. Well, fuck me, that missed.
What'd you get?
I got a 6.
Yeah, that hits.
What?
It hits a cube?
Huge.
The cube has minuses to dexterity, which it has minuses to its AC.
Fuck's sake. Okay, sure.
6 hits. Right on the nose.
So hitting a 1 was just real stupid.
No, it's just unlucky.
My contribution is ice cube. That's all I got.
1d8 plus a d6 necrotic
Okay.
from symbiotic being active, plus 3 because I'm adding my wisdom to my hit as
Yes.
well. Fuck. Wait, and the staff's already plus 1.
You're doing.
Yeah.
So does that also count? So I'm adding plus 4 total to it?
Hang on, he's doing melee, right?
Yes.
You get advantage.
Only
I
within
mean-
5 feet from.
I already confirmed the hit there, so.
He's in 5 feet of me.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, you could possibly get a 20.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, I'll roll again to see if I can crit here.
Yeah. Of course. Please do.
That didn't crit.
All right.
Okay.
So hits. What was the total?
5 plus 2 plus 4. 5 plus 2, 7 plus 4 is 11.
All right. So you see the chunks of ice starting to grab, and the acid melting the ice and trying to reform its cubic shape, and you bash right into the middle, and it shatters into glass everywhere.
It dead?
It dead.
It dead.
It dead.
Gelatinous cube is gelatinous no more.
Gelatinous cube is gelatinous
It's
dead.
Jello.
It's jello you really don't want to eat.
Quite literally, Neff is gonna go.
So,
Jello shot.
Since
Griswold, you still have
since
movements
it's
and
still
stuff.
now dead, I'm going to. You said fog line's
The
here?
stairs.
They're right there.
So fog line is here.
I think.
Put it right next to the candle so
And I already
everybody
have
sees the cube.
I already have both check marks active. So
Yeah, for right now, yes.
Okay.
So, at the moment, you guys can move freely without rolling.
I guess I'll.
Oh, down.
I'm gonna step back behind fog line, and I'm going to stare very menacingly at the arrow.
Okay. Leon, there's 3 elementals behind you. What do you do?
Wait, what?
There's-
3 air elementals behind you.
Is it like 10 feet away from me, or?
They're 10 feet away
it's
from
like
you.
right next
Yeah.
to me?
They're 10 feet away from you.
Technically.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna look at that and I was like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna move back to. We should move forward really, but I'm gonna move back.
Okay.
Yes, next to that, I guess.
Okay. Next to
Next
Neff.
to me? Okay.
Yeah, basically the barrier. I can still see the elementals.
On the other side of the barrier?
Are you trying to move past the fog line, like back to where the fog line stops?
Like, how far is that? It's like, am I still 15 feet away from them?
1, 2.
We, two
Oh,
medium
yeah, okay.
creatures can technically occupy the same
Yeah.
square, so he could move just to where your square is.
Yeah. So.
So, yes, you do see them.
I can still see them.
Yes.
I'm gonna attack.
Okay. Roll me a hit.
Hold on, let me. Do I get anything? Favorite enemy?
One more time.
Oh, favorite enemy. It's not on attacks ability.
Bonus
Bonus action.
I
Okay.
don't think you can see him.
There's one.
That's 20 feet.
He was right here.
Right.
He moved back. I guess he's in the same square as me, so.
I'd say. I don't know, Jesus, eyeball it. Because if they're technically occupying the same square, that's more than 15 feet.
Yeah. Sorry. You.
Leon, you can't.
Yeah, I want
You
to- I want
you
to
can attack
away-
them as you're moving back.
Oh.
You can choose to attack before and after
I'll
it.
attack the person that moves back.
Yeah. You can definitely do that. Just so you guys know, because now some of you guys have double attacks, you can attack, move, attack.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What you gonna hit?
I'm gonna bonus action.
You've always been like
Yeah,
double
I
striking,
understand.
but instead
Okay.
you like cool smack the crap out of one goblin, move over, smack the crap.
And
I've done it before.
attack. Okay, they're both 15.
All right. Hits. Roll me damage.
Oh, okay. It was 15 plus 8. I think.
Yeah. It hits.
Yeah. Okay.
And since they're both 15, both hit.
Damage. It's a. Yes, it's a 2d8. I'm trying to fumble around with screens and stuff.
Oh, you're
Okay,
good. You're good.
2 plus 46.
Excuse me.
Alright.
2d8 plus 46.
Is that all the attacks? On the same person?
Because all on the same one.
Okay, cool.
But anyway, it's well, I guess I'm gonna attack. Well, there's physically 3 of them.
There's three. Yeah, there's three physical ones there. Yes.
Okay. I guess I'll attack. One on one and one on the other one. They're both 15 plus 8.
Okay.
Okay. So first attack is 8 plus 3. That's 11 piercing.
Okay. Second one.
No, not 11 piercing. 11, 12, 13 piercing and 5 force.
Okay.
I don't know if that matters, or do you want me to just?
And you can combine them for them.
Okay. Okay, that's the first attack. 17 total, I guess. Wait. Right.
Total.
And the second attack is 3, 6, 7, 9, 14 total.
14.
And then I'll move back.
Okay. All right. So Leon, right before you move back, you see that when you shoot at one, it hits and just explodes in electricity, and when you shoot at the other one, it also explodes in electricity, and the sparks hit the other elemental, and it also explodes in electricity. As there's now no more air elementals.
All 3?
All 3 are gone.
Wow.
So they're low health, high move speed, I'm assuming high damage.
Okay,
Way to go.
So, as you guys step back, and at the moment, there's no danger coming at you guys, but you still see the hundreds and thousands of little tiny clouds around the mountain. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna speak out of my again.
We're technically out of combat at the moment, so you guys free range. But yes, Leon, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it was like, that's just 3, but I sense more.
Should we
So
bring them to us in waves?
either we book it,
Yeah.
or
Well, there's
rest
this
now or whatnot. I don't
there's
know.
this trail. Maybe this trail is safe compared to all the other areas around here.
Yeah, if we move forward, I think the air elementals are gonna start coming again. There's more of them.
Is there a way we can cloak our magical devices?
I'm going
If
to.
that's what's triggering them? Because every time I bring out my broom, it's like they have another sense.
I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm really, really bloody. I'm really not feeling great.
You see
I'm gonna pull
the
out
burn
a-
marks on her, like she looks like she's been in a fire. Like she has a lot of scorch marks on her. Her skin is starting to you see not lacerations but huge burn marks from the acid. Blisters, but going like into the skin. Like you start seeing muscle tissue a little bit.
Ew.
Yeah, character
And-
trait. I will immediately heroes you because of character.
Yay! What do I heal for?
That's a kind of a good roll, but that's a 5.
Oh god. Okay. I'm still really, really
That's all I-
hurt.
Yeah,
As
that's
the
all I
magic
can
gets
do.
killed on you, but it's just not enough for the severe damage that you have.
I have those forms, so.
I'm going to just I'm gonna nudge you, and I guess you'll like look over
Ow!
and see me holding a potion of healing in your general direction.
A what?
I have a potion of healing for you.
Is it basic?
Yeah, it's a basic potion, but here you go.
Thank you.
I don't have potions, man. I don't have potions.
I guess my modifier drops to 5 for magical items, because I just handed her my potion.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. And I no longer have it. 2d4 plus 2?
Yep.
Does anybody else need healing?
I need more.
I feel like this is a little bit of an awkward spot for me to break out a full healer's kit. I mean,
Maybe not. Not if we're gonna rest.
Do you
yeah,
guys want
that's
to
the
go
other
back?
thing. I don't want to
Do you
burn.
guys want to go back and rest?
I don't want to burn a use of the healer. Well, I mean, if we're gonna go back and rest, why am I passing you the potion?
Like, I don't. I don't
Well.
know if a rest is a good thing.
Yeah, it wouldn't help us.
I mean,
No,
if,
I don't think right now resting. I think that we will get more healing ability when we rest. So don't worry about using it now, so we can all stay alive till then. It's my opinion.
I mean, I vote book it.
I've got another healing potion if you want.
I'm gonna look at Bones and ask and see what the time is. Ask time is.
I'd like to look at my goblin mirror.
It is currently, I would say about 4:03.
Oh damn, that was a fast encounter.
I mean, that was maybe 2 rounds. Technically, your
I think it's just
fairies
2 rounds.
are still have for the next 10 seconds or so.
my symbiotic's up for another. That you said that was 2 rounds,
Mm-hmm.
so my symbiotic's still up for another like.
I need 13 more points to
10
get
minutes.
it half.
Oh,
So yeah,
then a
a
while.
while.
Yeah,
I need
my
13
focus
more
are like
points to
30
get
seconds.
half.
I'll burn the last use of the 4th healer's kit. I've got 3 more in reserve, so it's 1d6
As
plus
you start
3
getting
plus-
ointments put around you and bandaging on your burns to start to numb.
1d6 plus Wismod plus character level?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, I'm remembering that. That's good.
That's a lot to
Heyo! Heal for 9 plus 7, 16.
Sweet.
Okay.
Enough
That's
to
a big
patch
deal.
all the blood and enough to patch all the burn marks as you look like you are almost a mummy.
Ooh.
I mean, I've still got the bottle of mummy rot if you want to complete
Oh no.
Can we move the camera so they see you guys or me or whatever, just so they
You
can
don't
see
want to see
communication?
clothes.
And now
What do
I
you want to be pointed
smack
at?
you.
Neff and Bones or Jesus or my
Yeah.
beautiful.
Joking, I don't
loving
really
face?
smack him. But okay.
So,
They was skipping Jesus.
with you guys technically entering now the wind
Sky?
portion of this,
Yeah. Wind.
air, wind, I think it's air technically, deciding what you guys want to do.
Yes.
What do you guys want to do?
Do we want to book it or do we want to go back down to fire and say fuck it and pitch a tent and lick our wounds until we can approach this tomorrow? I mean, seeing the path that Sonya pointed out that looks super eroded, you don't have to be a fucking genius to assume that some very large, potentially snake-like entity
Possibly.
has eroded this path, whether it be going up or down. Regardless, I think we can assume that this thing moves through temple, so maybe pitching tent in fire might not be greatest idea.
Also, it seems that if it is not a safe path, but just a evidence of potential said beasts scale damage as it moves through rocks, that's scary.
Yeah, how wide is this like eroded path?
About 3 feet in length.
Can we tell if it looks
3
old?
feet wide.
Mhm.
Can we tell if it looks like old erosion?
It looks
or-
with Sonya's and what she's pointing at. It looks like it's just been through time.
Okay, alright. Because I was all of a sudden instantly concerned that we're looking at like acid burn on touching this thing. Here we go.
I mean, maybe, but if that's the case, also you might have seen more.
That would make sense. Yeah. Okay.
So, Order of the Broken Moth. What do we want to do heading into
Let's-
next game?
Let's take
Run.
a vote. Okay.
I'm looking at it.
Well, let's take a. I agree with that
We
statement.
have a lot of time. I think we have 2 hours the most.
Yeah. So, take a. I agree with
But we wanna get
not
to a place where we
to
can
push,
hide out
but
for
vote on it
potentially 4
because
more hours.
the beginning of the game was something completely different than what happened. So
Yeah.
vote on it. What you guys want to do? Do you want to book it, or do you want to rest?
All in favor of booking it, say aye and raise hand.
I
I am.
There's,
1, 2,
uh,
4.
uh,
I'm halfway between. Okay, fine. It's 4.
Let's say we need all but 1 vote, and then the vote against can voice reason, and then voice their reasoning being
I think
against.
you're giving it too much. I think we're okay.
Okay.
So,
I think
So we're gonna
the
do this?
biggest objective in my mind, though, ultimately, is if we reach a spot that feels like it's a safe bubble, which we haven't 100% reached yet. The fire seemed like it might have masked our heat signature, but possibly this thing could have found us anyway. That we should find that bubble because we're still gonna have to wait 4 hours before
the purpose. If you guys are going to book it,
works.
for the purpose of map's sake,
It's right here.
So he knows what to prepare for next week.
I need you guys to roll me 2 acrobatics or athletics checks. Just
Do my
normal.
check marks reset on leaving fog?
Don't worry about those right now. I just need 2 acrobatics or 2 athletics checks.
Okay.
Are we minus
Is
it?
Nope,
it with
just your normal, normal acrobatics, normal
Normal
athletics.
pluses, no minuses?
Normal pluses, no minuses.
Gotcha.
Acrobatics, okay.
Mary, seeds of grace.
I'm going to do this as a skill challenge, very quick skill challenge, just so I know what we're doing. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players.
For fuck's sake, this is cursed.
So-
You said 2, right?
Yes.
You said 2, right? Okay.
Yes.
First one is 21 acrobatics. The second one is a 14 acrobatics.
Okay. Jericho?
17 on the first one, and 25 on the second.
Fuck's sake, Jericho.
Sonya.
I got a 9 and 8.
All right. Bones.
I got a 21 and an 11.
20. This is both athletics. 25 and a 20.
Unless you can minus 4. What did you get?
8. 16.
All right. With that, as you guys are running through now, knowing what you should be running, trying the best to obscure the your magical items, impossible as that sounds, but best way you can. As the cubes, you're starting now to know what to look for. You see multiple cubes throughout here, immobile, just only activated when something touches it, and the elemental's moving about 20 feet. So if you're booking it, you're 10 feet faster than the elementals.
Oh.
As you start climbing up the stairs, and the elementals start moving behind you, but always about 10 feet slower than you. And eventually, until you get to a point where the elementals stop chasing you, and you start hearing birds. You feel a very calm wind approach. And you see these large pillars of stone with a tree going through it, and many, many branches as the sun is beating high on you guys.
Whoa.
And in addition to that,
Oh, we
you
see
see,
the temple now.
technically you've been in the temple, but you see a stone structure in a circular formation with a door kind of looking like it's pushing forward or in downward, and maybe about 90 or so snakes of different sizes and creeds. Just slithering throughout, and every
Wait, there's
single
a lot
one
of
of them stops slithering, and they all start moving their heads in almost a uniform pattern, looking at you guys.
How close am I to the tree?
Huh?
How close am I to the tree?
60 to 100 feet away.
Fuck.
And we will start the next game with our new map.
Holy, can I
Crap.
start to bring out my snake stuff?
Sure.
That's it. That's
Sure.
all. Nothing
Sure.
else. Just
And with that, I am going to ask all of our fans, viewers, and players to please bring out their wands.
Wands.
And with wands out and wands at the ready. See you next time. Bye, everybody.